Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 880 AM. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Well, here we are. Another Football Friday. Week 14 somehow. We have everything that we do on the Football Friday. Go around the league, have a delightful frenzy, make our picks, discuss the Jets. We thank the Lord that the Giants are not playing this week. And I think we'll get into the game a little bit from last night. The only thing that stands in the way of greatness from last night's game was that Rick didn't also take the Cowboys. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
Good morning, David. I was actually thinking about it yesterday as I was getting ready to watch the game, finishing up with hockey practice, and I was like, is this going to be a Thursday that I regret? And you know what? I said to myself, no, it's not. Because when I really took the time to think about what was happening here, and 90% of the people's money was on Dallas, and then late, I see Detroit go up to 3.5.
Oh, it went up, huh?
Which money came in for Detroit. I said, nope, I made the right decision. If anything, I should have done the opposite. I should do what RJ does. I said, this is fishy. I don't like this at all, and I should have went Detroit. But I didn't, which is fine, because I still got a clean slate, and poor Raymond, I saw him eating the roll of depression this morning.
Yep.
Tough loss.
Ray,
tough loss.
Unbuttered today, or did you put butter on that roll today?
Classic unbuttered.
The classic unbuttered roll from Raymond.
The roll of misery.
The Cowboys were the Cowboys defense that we've seen for the first, 10, 11 games this year. They were back to that team. Ray wanted to put 50 on the Cowboys, on the Lions. The Lions almost put 50 on the Cowboys last night.
Yeah, Raymond, tell me what happened, Raymond.
The defense sucks, and they can't play well on the road. What do you want me to say? It's not much more to say.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb was cooking, too, before, and you could tell the second his head hit the turf.
They didn't even mention it.
With his hands?
They didn't say a word.
I got to tell you, I respect the hell out of Michaels for everything he's done, and Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, no.
It's a tough listen, man. It's a tough listen.
But how did – okay, they're at the stadium. And the same thing happened with the Giants, remember?
Yeah, with Jaxson Dart.
When Jaxson Dart went down and you send the text – I mean, good for you. You send the text into the annoying group chat and you say, listen, what's going on here? They didn't mention a word. Looked like a concussion to me. Not a word is mentioned until all of a sudden Jaxson Dart is out of the game like 2 series later. And then last night, you see him go up. You see him slam his head on the turf. You see the fencing.
Yeah, you can see his hands.
And not a word. Then they're like, oh, he's going to be out for the game with a concussion. Like, they're shocked. So I don't understand how the two guys on the game couldn't see it and say something. But how, with a production crew like they have, that nobody said, hey, look out. Not a producer, not someone in the truck, not someone in the booth. Nobody was able to see that?
Yeah, right. I mean, with the spotters and everything else that they have. Yeah, I'm surprised also. But, I mean, I could say the same thing about the officials that are on the field doing the game.
Oh my God.
Hey, dude, how about the blatant offsides? Goff thinks he has a free play. They don't call it. And then Herbstreit's like, well, I think the ball was snapped before he was in the neutral. No, it wasn't.
Herbstreit will always find a way, and you blame Collinsworth, Ray, but Herbstreit will always find a way to like just be that middle person and not really take a side. It's unbelievable. He did the same thing. Now, it turns out that maybe it wasn't a safety, but at the time it was clearly a safety, we thought, because we didn't have that angle. And he's like, well, I think he might have got out. And even the guy they have on the broadcast, he's like, no, that's a safety.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way. Yeah, that was a safety.
Yeah, until we saw the second angle. But, I mean, how about the pass interference on Ferguson? Oh my God.
It's unbelievable. I don't remember it being this bad.
Neither do I.
Maybe I'm like being a prisoner of the moment, and like it's just because it's been so bad. It feels like this is the worst I've ever seen, but it feels like the worst I've ever seen.
Maybe
it's just
calls. That we have so many replays and so many angles, and we can see so much stuff. But I'm with you, man. I don't ever remember it being bad to this extent. This is brutal. But here's the thing,
dude. They're missing extra points. I mean,
know.
they're calling pass interferences last week where the ball's almost in the stands. I mean, what happened to the ball being not catchable?
And that was unbelievable. I mean, Elastic Man. Is there an Elastic Man?
From the Fantastic Four?
Yeah. He couldn't have caught that ball. Here's the thing, though, is that it continues to get worse. They have such great replay that you could see exactly what's happened. And I knew last night when I was watching the Ferguson play, and it was clearly, it was either nothing or it was defensive holding or pass interference, clearly. And as it went on, and it took 10, 15, 20, 25, and they start pointing and bringing like an additional referee, I was like, I don't know what they're going to call, but they're going to call something. And offensive pass interference. Bravo. Because here's the thing also. It doesn't matter what they do. They could throw guys out. They could call this. They could call that. 61 million people watch the Chiefs and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. But, like, I don't want to go down this road now because I could. Because, I mean, just officiating in general and replay and the NHL and baseball, it's like no one wanted it. Finally, they have it. And we're all like, okay, if we're going to have it, let's make sure it's like for the egregious plays. Like, let's make sure it's not one of these ones where you got to watch it for 3 minutes to decide whether or not. Is he safe? Well, no, his foot came off the bat, like a quarter of an inch. Like, that's that, or the guy's foot is just offside. Like, come on, man. Like, if you got to study that hard, that's not what the replay was like instituted to do. But I don't want to go down that road. I'll tell you this too. Last night, I don't know what the hell happened to George Pickens. Ray said it was because they were playing physical with him, but that was not the George Pickens that we've seen at all. Like, that's the George Pickens that scares the hell out of you that you saw last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why you'd be terrified to give him a long-term deal.
Because the Lions' secondary stinks.
Because once he gets paid, he's playing for a contract now.
Right.
So what happens once he gets paid?
Well, it's a standalone game on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
CeeDee Lamb, who was already over 100 yards, then was having a great game, gets hurt. You're the guy. This is a must-win game, and you look disinterested? Like, this is if they don't win, they're probably not going to make the playoffs because apparently, according to Maurice Jones-Drew, in the NFL, ties suck. You'd rather just win or lose, which makes zero sense at all.
Obviously, you'd rather win.
Right, but yes, he said you'd rather just win or lose. No, you'd rather win or tie.
Right.
Let's eliminate the loss.
Right. I mean, would the Cowboys rather be 6-7 right now? No.
He said it. I was like, no. You'd rather win, yes. I would not rather lose. Let's just get that straight.
That NFC North is something else, huh?
That's what. But, dude, and there really is. I mean, if you think about it, because, again, like 90% of the money was on Detroit. As you sat there and you're just trying to think to yourself, okay, like, we've seen how Detroit's looked. They haven't looked like the same team. You got best receiver who said he couldn't walk for like 2 days. He's on crutches, couldn't really walk. Like, he's a game-time decision. I was listening to someone yesterday on the way home that was like, yeah, he'll play probably, but he'll be a decoy.
You had no decoy last night. He was good.
I think he was actually a Lions fan because he went on this whole like monologue about this is, they should have fired Dan Campbell and hired Ben Johnson, this whole ordeal. But then he's like, I can't think of a way that Detroit's going to win this game. So clearly, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Everybody loved the Cowboys. Who was it? Louis Riddick, you asked the other day. He's like, I have no idea how Detroit's favored in this game. Right,
which is crazy. I mean, just it's crazy that Detroit could look like that, especially over the last couple of weeks where Dallas's defense has looked the way it's looked. But it's like, my first thought is there are different levels to this thing, right? Like, I mean, when you have there are some offenses that are good. And then if you have an average defense, your defense can look good against that offense. And then you play like even Detroit, who hasn't been as nearly as explosive as they've been with Ben Johnson. But at home, in this matchup where Dallas' defense is fine. I mean, they're much better than they were. But I got Jameson Winston. I got Jamison Williams. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. David Montgomery. I got Jahmyr Gibbs. You know what I mean? Like, there are different levels to this thing. I mean, that's probably the best running back room in the league. Those two together, especially with Gibbs coming out of the backfield, that little slant they kept running.
Oh, Gibbs he's a terror, that guy. Because for most of the game, because he had a great game, but for most of the game, he didn't do a lot of damage on the ground.
No,
it was more in the air, and then
it was
all of a
Montgomery
sudden,
on the ground.
And I give the broadcast credit last night because they talked about wearing down the defense, and they just want to wear on you and lean on you and pick up yardage. And I mean, the Lions, they do what they do, man. That offense is really, really special. And I didn't think the Cowboys' offensive line was great last night either.
No, it was not. And that was one of the other things the guy was talking about. Jake Ferguson had a little bit of a he had the fumble, not great. And then
it's been a problem all year, by the way.
Well, but then his stupid hands to the face penalty. That now all of a sudden they have penalties on both sides, and the pass interference, which is like the 2 or 3 yard line, gets negated.
Yeah, but that stuff happens. I'm less mad about that than I am the fumble. The fumble was egregious.
Listen, I understand that, but
no one to play is dead, man.
That's a couple back-to-back where it's like, ugh, try to avoid those because that's a huge play. I mean, you're down, you're going to score a touchdown probably.
So the season is over, right? Ray, is it done?
I would say the season's over. Yep.
That's a real shame.
Well, what are you going to do?
You were so bullish yesterday.
I was bullish because of what I'd seen over the last 3 games. I thought that the defense of those games. I mean, again, it's not like Kansas City's a bad offense. They held their own against them, but it's clear they didn't bring that out on the road with them.
Right, but is Kansas City offense that good? Kansas City
not like that. Line. Yeah, Kansas City more often wins by keeping the game close, and then you get Mahomes heroics later. It works. In Dallas's case, this goes back to the beginning of the season, and this is on Jerry Jones. They go into the season. They trade Michael Parsons a week before the regular season. They field the defense, which is barely NFL level, and they lost a lot of games because of that, and that's caught up to them now. Like if they were in a position that they should be in, and they lost that game last night, and even in the fashion that they did, you could say, okay, whatever. They're still in the hunt. Now season's over because of the way they wasted the first half, and that's another season of Dak Prescott's prime that you've wasted.
So you in mourning today? Like what's your
no? I think I was in mourning in the beginning of the season. So it's kind of like, all right, well, I got excited for a minute there. We'll see what the last month of the season has, and that's pretty much it.
I mean, forget just prime of his career. I mean, he's having an MVP kind of season, Dak Prescott.
Again.
I don't know, man. Like you're going to end up with probably 10 wins. You'll probably be 10-6-1.
You think they're going to run the table, huh?
Well, they would have to run the table.
No, I know that. But you guys think they run the table?
They're a much better team at home, and
they play the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commies, and the Giants.
Dallas at home.
Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could run the table.
It's not going to be enough, though.
No, but you'll be sitting there saying to yourself, to your point about Jerry Jones, is you come in with this defense, you make a couple moves at the deadline. Defense is definitely better. You go on a 3-game winning streak where you beat the Eagles, come back from 21-0. You beat the Chiefs, and you're going to fall a win short. You'll end up 10-6-1, and you'll have needed that 11th win to get you into the postseason.
That's right.
Because your defense sucked to start the season.
Yeah, and let's be fair. Last night was awful from that defense.
No, it wasn't good. But you're also going up against, you're in Detroit against a team that's also as desperate as you are.
Sure, but I watched Detroit a week ago and against Green Bay, and their offense didn't do all that much. I watched them at home against Minnesota a couple weeks ago, and their offense didn't do all that much. But they kind of got overrun. Okay,
but where would you rank? I mean, no one's sitting here saying that Dallas' defense went from one of the worst in the NFL to one of the best in the NFL.
I heard these stats for the last couple of weeks about oh my God, the run defense is unbelievable.
Well, I know. Listen, Philadelphia hasn't been able to run the
quarterback and Quinnen Williams.
Philly can't run the ball. Has Philly run the ball all season long?
No.
The Chiefs having a good time running the football?
Mm-mm.
No. And then all of a sudden, like what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying about levels to this thing. Like this team, and I know their offensive line is not what it used to be either, but still, you got 2 great running backs. They're at home. They're desperate. And then the other game that you mentioned, look at Green Bay's defense right now. I mean, Green Bay's defense could be one of the better defenses in the league.
It is very good. But I didn't need the Cowboys defense. Listen, I'm thrilled that they lost last night. I was happy. But
and it's also the pieces that you have. It's the matchup.
To look like that, like 44 points, to score 30 points and lose by 2 touchdowns, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not what you expected. It's not what most people expected.
I mean, you tell me. You say you were surprised or we're not. You thought that Detroit, the way they've played for a lot of this season, was going to go in there and put up 400-plus yards of offense and score 44 points?
No, I would be lying to you if I told you that.
All right, so I expected the Cowboys defense to be at least okay, where they allowed 30. 44 is crazy.
Yeah, I just think that this version of the NFL this season where we don't really have – we really don't. I mean, seriously, you could find flaws in any of these teams. You felt like it was the Rams. They go up against Carolina and lose, so some of the shine's off them. New England just keeps winning, but people will point to their schedule. Do we trust Drake May? I mean, he's having a great season, but all of a sudden now you throw him into the postseason against the Josh Allen. Do you trust that? But I feel like this season especially, it's been matchup based. It's like, what is your team good at, and what is the other team bad at, and can you exploit that? And there are teams, like I think Green Bay could do it. I don't think Dallas had the personnel necessarily to do it.
All right, right here, right now,
Yeah.
6:15, Friday, December the 5th. The Super Bowl matchup will be who? You
Why
don't
are
even
you
have to
doing-
answer right now.
Why are you doing
I'll
this?
let what?
Why are you doing this to me right now?
What do you mean?
Why now? 6:15.
Because I think it's an interesting topic. Because
Especially
it's
'cause I'm mad at
wide.
you.
It's more wide open this year than it's ever been.
It really is. Especially because I'm mad at all of you.
Why are you mad at us?
I sent a nice little text message to the group chat. I got nothing. I got
Tell me
crickets.
about this text.
I said
What, the DJ Reed?
Yeah, 10:09. I got no thumbs. I didn't even get a thumbs up from
What
RJ.
did
or
you
anything.
want? What did you want?
I don't know, something, some acknowledgement. When you animals are
You're
rifling
right.
off text messages,
You're right.
You
You're
just
right.
liked. You just liked it.
Well, yeah, because I feel badly that I didn't originally.
That
You know
doesn't-
what? You're right. To go out on a limb, to be that guy who sends the text message into a swarm in that group chat, and you never know what reaction you're going to get, and to send that DJ Reed stinks, and to get no reaction at all, I'm sorry.
thank you. It's
I'm
hurtful.
sorry. Now I don't know if Ray, who is like in the heat of the game, feels sorry, but I'm sorry. RJ should.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, see, he's not. He's defiant, is what he is.
I love how during my games, now my games don't have
Do you respond when we're texting during those games though? You don't.
nearly as much meaning.
You
But
don't,
everyone
no.
else, but everyone else around me is responding. I don't feel the need to respond because RJ's responding to you. And
Okay, I
John's
didn't feel the
responding.
need to respond.
Well, what
There
happened to
you
RJ?
go.
What was RJ doing?
Yeah, RJ, what were you doing? What's your excuse?
I just didn't really have any thoughts on DJ Reed. DJ Reed made a great play at the end of the game, so I don't know. Does he stink?
DJ Reed got cooked the entire game.
Oh,
So
well.
then, how about that as a response? You know what? I don't think he stinks. Why not come back with that?
They were seeking DJ Reed out last night.
I'm not sure he doesn't stink. I just in that moment didn't have a listen.
All right, so then why not respond? I don't know that he stinks. I don't know that he doesn't.
Or
I'm
give me a
unsure
thumbs down
on DJ
emoji.
Reed.
Something. Do the lazy thing you like to do. You just give me the little whatever that thing is.
How
Give me
dare
a
you?
ha-ha.
How dare you?
Ha-ha.
Here's the hard part for me is that yesterday Rick was doing his out of show work, which he usually does, and firing off videos. And he and I had a great back and forth on some things. And you know what? I'm sorry I couldn't carry that over from the individual text message to the group chat.
You know what I think it is? I think that group text chat comes with a lot of pressure. A lot.
It does.
Because I think you are under the microscope. Because at any moment, this group chat could get mentioned on air. You could embarrass yourself. You could get yelled at like John does often. You could try to remove yourself like I do often. So that it's a very dangerous group chat.
It's a tough crowd. I mean, it really is. You got to come with your best stuff. And sometimes I'll write some stuff down, and I don't even send it. Because I'm like,
No,
this
come
isn't
on.
good. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, this
Do you
isn't
ever
good.
type out a message
Yeah.
and it's in that little box and then you go back and you delete the whole thing?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to put myself through this. I don't think this is that great.
Here's what I think we do. Let's kill this right now.
No, we're not killing the group chat.
Let's kill the group chat.
No.
In fact, I'll make the first step.
No, don't leave. I'll put you right back in.
Yeah,
I'm
we
out.
will.
All right,
RJ,
going
put
back
him back in, or I'll
Yep.
do it.
I'm out.
Thank you.
It's
Hey, you
not
know what the
fair
sad
that
part
I'm
is?
I'm being held hostage in a group
Yes, you
chat
are.
I don't want to be in.
You know what the sad part for me is, Dave? Is that RJ
What's the
came
sad
in.
part?
RJ came in yesterday
And you're back.
as we were freezing to death in the Arctic studio.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, got a little chilly. And hey guys, I'm gonna need you to do this. Jake comes in. Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to do this. And like true professionals that we are, no problem, guys. Nope. What do you need, RJ? What do you need? Tell us what you
Well,
need.
I don't remember it exactly like that. I remember it being a little more like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to do this," and you respond, "There's no way I'm doing this."
I think the exact
Why?
words were, "Hey, our bosses need this," and I think your words were, "You can go bleep yourself."
Yeah. So as heroic as you're going to make it sound right now, I'm not sure that that's in fact correct.
Why? See, I need you. I need you in that moment to have my back. That's
Oh
what I
yes,
needed.
yes, you were great, selfless. Some would say.
Thank you. Hey, look, I don't sound good. You're sick as a dog. I probably caught it from you yesterday. And me and you sit there, say lovely things. Now, I may have screwed that up after the show when I said some things that I probably shouldn't have. But in that moment of time, we gave RJ exactly what he needed.
That's true.
You did.
And I don't even get a thumbs up, nothing.
Nothing.
No response.
RJ, you want to give him a verbal thumbs up now?
You give a thumbs up to the camera. You got a lot.
Thank you.
You get a lot of praise from our bosses. So I should tell you that now.
Who does?
Yeah, but the both of you.
For when?
For doing
I never heard anything about praise.
Well, no, I'm telling you now because
More
I said
me than him, though, RJ, right?
Yeah, John and Justin, very happy with you guys. I mean, you're among the first to get the video in, so good job.
What do you mean more me than him? What does that mean?
I don't know. It sounds like I get more praise than you do, but I was just
RJ,
asking.
does he get more praise than I do?
It wasn't really, sliced up the pie in terms of who was performing better in the video.
Did you feel like he was getting a bigger slice of pie praise?
No, I didn't think so. And whatever, even if that had happened, I wasn't there to witness this, but from what I heard happened after the show, I got to tell you, the conduit version of Rick, I think it may have peaked.
Might be on the way. Could have been the day it died.
Might be on the way.
We had evil conduit yesterday.
Might be on the way down.
Oh my God!
I apologize for that because
what you said to that poor woman during that conversation.
Yeah.
We're just putting this out there?
Well, I'm not going to say what it was unless he wants to. That's up to him.
Of course. Why would I say that?
But what you said to that poor woman, I don't know. I don't know how the relationship continues, to be honest with you.
Sometimes we talk about how athletes get microphones stuck right in their face, like moments after they come off the ice or off the court or off the field, and like they're in the heat of battle. Yeah. That's how Rick is after the show. We just send him out into the public.
See, here's what happened.
I got caught up in the moment.
He saw a great opportunity.
Yeah.
He saw this pathway to hilarity.
Yeah.
And he saw me. I was there. There was another person there. And he wasn't concerned about feelings. He was there for the joke.
Yeah.
Well,
and they still hung around you. You were still holding court forever.
And it was low-hanging fruit.
Is it low-hanging fruit?
Oh, yes, it was. Well, it was there
it's
for
mean.
the taking.
It's mean.
It was not even mean, Ray. It was cruel.
It was shoulder-level fruit.
And here's the idea, though, because people obviously don't want to know what you said. That would be said to one of us. I won't say which one, like me or Ray. I don't know, at like 7:30 at any given day. But when you throw it out there to the public,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
is you can't turn it off. Once you've been to war, and now you're tasked to walk down the streets of Manhattan, you still have flashbacks to that war.
You're not totally absolved either. Not that instance, but very high-ranking executive in from out of town, and talking about the Chicago Bears. In your first instance, well, they stink.
Well, okay, but that's honest.
I don't know if he was looking for honesty.
Well, I'm not here to do what he's looking for. I'm here to do what I believe. I have to have conviction. I don't think the Bears are good. He's like, in Chicago, we all think the Bears are going to go to the Super Bowl. I was like, well, you're all wrong.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I think that I'm like a Lucky Strike cigarette.
This I need to hear.
I don't have the necessary filter in situations like that. Right? Thought goes straight from brain to mouth and then out.
Yeah.
With nothing to really absorb the toxins of the actual cigarette.
That's certainly a statement.
Yeah. My uncle used to just rip Lucky Strikes. Rip them.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't seem like the healthiest thing on the planet.
Right. Well, and that goes back to the original point. You're not the healthiest thing for people. You're not. That poor girl. I bet you that poor girl yesterday had to have the conversation numerous times about why a coworker, a teammate, would just be so cruel.
No, if she had that conversation numerous times, I can bet you that Rick would eventually too, unfortunately.
With a therapist. Yeah, you know what?
With HR.
It wasn't, don't even say that. It wasn't my finest moment.
Listen,
okay?
There's a way out of this for you. I think you sit down with that individual on that particular topic, figure out exactly what they're looking for, and reconduit yourself. Help make the situation right.
You know what? He's not wrong.
I could do that. I mean, that's what the conduit does. I could just, I could take a page out of your book. I could lead with generosity.
You know what? It's on my business card.
I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine if that was your business card? Dave Rothenberg.
I lead with generosity is what I do.
Sports talk show host. And then in quotes, lead with generosity.
Lead with generosity.
All right, let's take a break. Jets in action. Jets have played some better football lately. Dolphins have played some, dare I say it, good football lately. 1-800-919-3776. We'll go around the league. We'll get into this Giannis stuff a little more. We'll get into some Yankees conversation because I don't think fans will be happy about what Michael Kay said. A lot to do. A Football Friday with you right here on ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Too much on your list this season? There's no better time to switch to Payroll with Gusto. Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from making payroll to making gingerbread houses, checking your books to decking the halls, spreadsheets to snow angels. Switch before the end of the year and there's no need to transfer payroll history. Now that's a reason to be merry. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. Get started for free at gusto.com.
Long after the thrill.
Well done, Raymond. Life will go on for you, although I know the unhappy feelings you have this morning. Do you think that he's full of it this morning? You think he's horrified and heartbroken and angry and all those things, or you think he's like he says?
I think he's horrified and angry.
I would be livid right now.
I don't know if he's heartbroken, but you have to ask him. He's right there.
I know, the heartbreak came early in the year.
Like he says no.
The heartbreak came earlier in the year. That's all.
I think he's just more angry now.
No, it's just kind of like, okay, we've seen this all year with the secondary. I mean, Matt Eberflus, genius that he is, in critical situations, he's guarding Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra with Marquise Bell. Makes a lot of sense.
Poor Ray.
Ray, did you wear your Santiago 6 jersey?
No, he was at.
I was here.
You didn't have it on your suit.
The Rangers game last night.
And a
How
Rangers
about the
game,
local
man?
hockey last night?
Oh, baby.
How about that? I mean, what a win
that?
from your Islanders, man.
Who
cares about the Islanders? Rangers are really good on the road. Let's talk about that.
Let's stop it. We don't want to talk about the Rangers.
Look at you know what, Rick? Look at me. Excited about the Rangers win. Alex even said to me last night, "Why are you so into this game?" I was like, "Because they're winning 3-1. They're on the road against a good team. I want to get the." But no, the selfless guy that I am, leading with generosity like I do, I notice your win bigger than my win. I give credit to your team, and Ray jumps it.
It's unbelievable, this guy. I just beat the Avs, Raymond.
They took down the ABSs, Ray.
The ABSs.
Yes.
Come on, man.
For their second loss of the season.
McCarr, McKinnon. Let's go.
That's some win. Some goaltending from Colorado last night, too. Saw a couple of those goals from the Islanders. Oof.
Hey, listen. They don't ask how. They just ask how many. That's
listen,
it.
I'm not throwing shade at it. It's a great win. But as a goalie, you would agree a couple of those goals were something, huh?
Yeah, listen. I mean, as part of the goalie union, I don't like to be too critical at times, but I won't disagree with you. I can't. Rangers win also important. I mean, Rangers win also important.
Good win, great win.
I mean, it's an Eastern Conference team, so you like that. On the road. We're not worried about them on the road, though, Raymond. Are we?
No, they're great on the road.
I'm not worried about the
Ray,
Knicks
aren't
at
they
home.
the best team in the league on the road?
They got the most points on the road.
The New York Rangers are 12-4-1 on the road.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 3-8-1 on the 3-8-1 at home.
Which is also amazing in a different way.
Just 1 point ahead of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
I mean, Rangers, all of a sudden, you start to think that this season is spiraling out of control. And
No,
you
they're
look
back.
up, and they're right there.
Right, they're right there. I mean, right now, Philly's got the first wild card. Jersey's got the second wild card. Islanders are right there with 33. Rangers 32 points.
Right. They've played a lot of games, though, right? Have played more?
They've played more than anyone, yeah.
Yeah, Rangers got 29 games.
You have to think that, listen, you like what you've seen defensively, but that the stuff at home is eventually going to correct itself at some point, right? You would hope.
You hope.
You hope. I don't know. They can barely score at home.
It's tough.
And it's not a small sample size. Would you say they're 3-8-1, so they've played 12 home games?
One of the biggest problems that the Rangers have had recently, I think, if you wanted to look at really what's going on with them, is when they were rolling, right, and they were one of the best teams in the league, what would we always say about them? Like the one specific thing that we could always point to.
Two power play
Goaltender.
dependent?
No, goaltender's a given. Like, Shesterkin's freaking awesome, right? Like, he's one of my favorite goalies in the league. No, what you would say is even when they struggled to generate goals 5-on-5, you could live with that because their power play was a weapon.
It was
Like,
special.
a weapon. And now that power play isn't nearly what it used to be. So when you struggle with some of those same problems and you don't have that power play to bail you out, I mean, that's when I think about the Rangers, it was the goalie, and then it was it was the power play.
Yeah, it was lethal.
It was lethal, that power play.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe that improves as the season goes on. But they've done a good job. They've righted the ship, certainly.
Absolutely.
Like they're right back to a real chance to make some noise here in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, they're right there. I mean, you just got to figure out what the hell's going on at home. They got to be more consistent at home.
But the fact that you look at the division even, and you're 4 points out of. I mean, Islanders are 3 points out of that. Rangers are 4 points out of that.
I mean, Pittsburgh's kind of surprised a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Pittsburgh's sitting there with 33 points there too.
Right, and they have, I think, 3 games in hand on the Rangers too.
They do. The Pittsburgh Penguins played 26. Rangers played 29.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
I mean, Pittsburgh's power play right now is at 34%.
That's insane. And how much conversation was there? Sidney Crosby, if he wants to be moved, they should do him a solid and move him. Well, they're better than anybody anticipated.
I think the dream scenario for people that follow the NHL is they don't believe in Pittsburgh, and they want to see him play with Nathan McKinnon, who's one of his best buddies in Colorado.
That would be unbelievable.
Yeah, just what Colorado needs would need is Sidney Crosby.
To add maybe one of the great winners in the history of the game.
It's just part of those two up.
Let's go to Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, morning, guys. I just wanted to ask Ray if he had anything to clean up today after that beautiful game last night. My birthday's on Sunday, so I don't have to worry about watching the Giants.
Nice. We get a birthday present this year from the Giants.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I could just watch other games.
Best
watch
of luck
Red
to you,
Zone,
Joe. Maybe you'll nail the
whatever.
top 10 draft pick this year.
Oh, look at it. See, you know what, Joe? You're winning this because now he's angry. So good for you, Joe.
So before I get to like my Giants thing and Abdul Carter, anytime you guys bring up the bosom drop and all that stuff, it brings me back to my 12-year-old self where I had one of those posters that had all different shapes and size bosoms, and my favorite one was the bodacious tatas. So I thought you guys might get a kick out of that.
As a 12-year-old prepubescent, or right there on the verge of really the hormones just exploding, on the wall in your bedroom you had a bosom poster explaining all the different kinds of bosoms.
Yes,
and
exactly.
your parents thought this was, hey, Joe, this is a good idea to have in your bedroom.
I mean, did parents really do what we do now? Like, I mean, we would leave the house in the morning and we would be back sometime that evening for dinner or whatever. I mean, you couldn't even come in the house for water. You had to use the hose to drink. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. I mean,
okay.
All
that's
right.
So I don't think that would have gone over great in my house. But
I don't know if I would equate. In fairness, Joe, I don't know if I would equate with like back in our day, which I think is actually to the deficit of the kids. This deficit is the word I want to use.
Sure.
Yeah. Detriment.
Detriment. That's the word I'm looking for to the kids today, where it's like, hey, you can't just go out and play with your friends, and I'll see you at dinner time. I don't know if that necessarily equates to, hey, I can have naked women posters or booby pictures on my wall.
Yeah, I find that to be not exactly apples to apples, Joe. But if it worked for you, and you seem like you're a functional human being adult now, then good for you.
Yeah, it got me where I need to be. Absolutely. So, I had a thing I was hearing. Well, I heard Lawrence Taylor yesterday gets called out Abdul Carter.
Yep.
And now I'm hearing that before Dable was fired, Abdul Carter was fined multiple times, which I heard you guys maybe talking about earlier this week. And now I'm also hearing that he was a problem at Penn State. So now it goes down to Joe Shane doing all these things. And, I mean, could we have, like, a Kadarius Toney situation on our hands where, I mean, I know.
No.
Like,
no.
I mean, Abdul Carter's supposed to be this beast guy, but, like, you got, I mean, I just seen all these signs of him. It's like you can't rein him in. I mean, is there, you don't think we would have to trade him, right?
Joe, quick question before we answer your question. You're married?
Yeah. Oh, yes. 22 years, yes.
Yeah. I'm imagining wife is well endowed chest-wise?
She's a smoke show, for sure.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Is she of the bodacious bosom variety?
No. Yeah, but I'm more of a
Oh no, please!
Okay, we're good. Thank you, Joe.
What is happening?
Thank you, Joe, for the phone call. I was just trying to get to the bottom of maybe this post.
Dear God. RJ, help me. RJ, how you doing? RJ.
Hi.
Stuff you missed. You ready?
Tell me you guys weren't wondering that.
No, I know. Actually,
I can't say I was thinking that. No,
I've never heard of this poster. First of all, second of all, 12 years old, you have
I like how you spoke about the poster like everyone was supposed to know what he was talking about.
A breast chart in your room at 12 years old.
Most
I think that maybe
I've never heard like the, what was it, the Cheryl Teagues? I've seen that one. Right? Like that's an iconic poster. I don't know that I knew of children having breast charts in their bedroom.
Ryan McDonough signed a 3-year, $12 million extension.
Uh-huh.
You have to learn.
I wonder if like Robin had a Schwantz chart on her.
No, come on. NBA.
Cal hired Oregon defensive.
NBA.
Oregon defensive coordinator.
Isn't it Happy Hour Friday?
I like the voluptuous veiny one.
Kalen DeBoer said he's not interested in Penn State.
NBA Fridays.
It was nice working.
NBA Fridays.
Rick, you said you and I worked 11 years ago.
Disclaimer.
11 years. It's been a nice run, Rick. It's been a
the
nice
show
run.
should have a disclaimer.
Yeah, I'm not.
What is wrong with you?
I'm at the rink yesterday. I'm not the animal too, by the way. And this went.
He's trying to get fired.
Yeah, that's right. This dude didn't even talk about this when this animal that I work with brought up an old school porn star, and then what'd you call him? A Picasso? Who did you bring up the other day?
I don't know. There's a lot of greats.
Yeah, but you brought up.
Just go down the list. You'll name her eventually.
No, it was a guy, and you brought it up, and then you he's like threw in like, he's something crazy.
Oh, Rocco Siffredi.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then the follow up, he said he almost like choked to death when he heard that name. He's like, never in my wildest dreams would I thought that name would come up in Sports Talk Radio. And then you threw in like, he was a Picasso, or whatever you said.
Oh yeah, he was like the Renoir of porn. It was unbelievable.
He was ahead of his time. Yeah. So I don't even know what Joe's question was, to be honest. Oh, Abdul Carter.
Yes.
I think the hope with that is that he's maybe selfish enough. Sounds like he's selfish, period. But that selfishness turns into now at least he's focused on being good in the NFL, so he puts in the work to actually be the player that you want. Because at Penn State, he was a great player. That's why you drafted him with the 3rd overall pick. I mean, there are certain guys that are wired that way. Like, I mean, George Pickens had these problems in Pittsburgh. He motivates himself, comes to Dallas, and outside of last night, he's been awesome.
Now, I have real annoyance with Abdul Carter, but this conversation of should they trade him? Is he a bust? I'm not there yet at all. Not at all. Evan Neal is unplayable. This guy's not unplayable.
No, he's not unplayable, and you're also going to have a new coach. So, and that new coach, like Tim said yesterday, is going to come in and say, I can fix it, and we'll see if that works. If he can, great. Like whatever he finds to motivate him or whatever Abdul Carter uses to motivate himself, maybe this is a wake-up call. Like it's easy to do those, but it's easy to do those things in high school and college when you're as good as Abdul Carter has been, when you're as talented as that guy is. There are plenty of guys like that, right, that are about themselves. They're me guys, not we guys, but they can go out and play great because they're awesome. And then hopefully this is like, whoa, maybe some things do have to change.
Well, clearly things have to change. You want to tell me about the NBA tonight?
I'd love to.
Oh,
do you like happy hours?
Oh, do I like happy hours?
Of course you like happy hours. Who doesn't like happy hours? Well, FanDuel Friday is turning it up with an NBA happy hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m., FanDuel's dropping limited time specials to get you in the zone. That includes boosts, bonuses, and some surprises. All designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo. It's your weekly pregame. So when you're wrapping up the work week, what better way to bring on the weekend than with the NBA Happy Hour? Every Friday, 6 to 7:30 p.m., only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to grab your reward before the clock expires. Got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For public gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Oh, that's nice. If we're allowed back, we'll be back in a moment, and I want the question answered. I want it answered from Ray, RJ, me, and you. December 5th, who do you take right now, late into the season, will be in the Super Bowl? It's DNR with you. ESPN, New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire's Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like the clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers, and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
This is Teddy Swims, if you're uncertain.
Attaboy.
That's right, because I learned from my mistakes.
That pass interference call may be the worst pass interference call in history.
Yeah, I think that's prisoner of the moment.
It's probably worse than that, but that's pretty bad.
I'm sure there's worse. Listen, I'm not defending it. It was unbelievable. But I knew it. The longer it took, I was like, they're not going to just call a regular pass interference here. Something's going on.
All he does was swim by him. That's it.
It's wild.
Crazy.
Ball wasn't even in the air is the thing.
No, it's a terrible, terrible call. But good for you, Ray, because others would jump on the air today and be like, we lost because of the officiating.
No.
You lost because your defense is egregious.
Okay, let's say they score a touchdown there. You're still down by a field goal, and you've got to get the stop.
And you can't.
No, they can't.
Couldn't.
So
Couldn't
it is
get
what
the
it
stop.
is.
Yeah, that defense was brutal.
I'm not going to be like the Eagles and Chiefs fans and blame the officiating. They lost the game.
I hate that. I hate when people do that.
Well, you can't control it. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
How is it so bad, though? Like, how could they have a conversation, gather, and have the whole conversation, and then come to the determination, yeah, that's offensive pass interference?
What did you see exactly, though? I would like to hear the explanation.
They must have seen when he made that inside move that he pushed him outside, I guess.
It looked like I watched it 15 different times. It looked like he just kind of swims by him. You
see Anzalone tweeting about it. He basically, that's his claim, that he grabbed his and chucked him. And it's like, okay, even if he did do that, the ball wasn't in the air. Like, that's not pass.
By the way, nobody tweets more during games of their own team than Ray. He is a machine during these games.
Well, he loves it. It keeps him engaged because he's a purist. He's engaged.
He doesn't have to worry about the fantasy aspect. He's not worried about Jahmyr Gibbs like you. First thing you said this morning.
What
a night for me last night.
That's a big night. It's a winner in. I mean, it's a win and in.
I understand, but I'm just saying Ray is a football purist, like the song says.
He doesn't even grab him. I mean, Awful Announcing put it out, so you get to watch it like just as many times as you want to watch it. He doesn't even grab him.
All right, so I got a nasty email about you. I'm not even going to read it to you, but it just says, "For dear God, just have fun and take a Super Bowl pick today."
Oh, the nasty pick is about me making a Super Bowl. Ray said the same thing I said.
Well, but that's what makes it fun, is that it's so unknown. Why can't we have fun? Why does it have to be, if I say that New England's going to go and they don't go, I look like an idiot? No, you don't.
Well, I'm not afraid to look like, I mean, it's, what are we, week 14?
I mean, you should have an idea of who you think is going to go to the Super Bowl now, no?
Should you?
Yes.
I don't know. Ask the guys. Don't just ask me. Do you think they have a real good idea who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
No, but that's the point. The point is that you ordinarily, week 14, if I asked you this question, you would have an idea. And this year, you have no idea. None. It's more wide open than I ever remember it being.
Right now, if I had to answer the question, which apparently I have to answer the question, it's going to be nasty.
I think you should.
Which means that everyone, you, RJ, and
I will
Raymond,
answer the
also
question.
have to answer the
Absolutely.
questions. I would say right now, in this moment, I would say Rams-Bills.
Bills, really?
Yep.
I find that interesting.
That's what I would say.
Bills. John last week, in the second quarter of the Bills game, had them on the verge of being done. And now, 5 days later, you have them going to the Super Bowl.
Well, listen, I mean, the easy answer is New England, sitting here 11-2.
Mm-hmm. Or Denver, right?
Well, I don't feel that way about Denver. I mean, I think Drake May's a better quarterback than Bo Nix is.
I agree.
I think that Denver's defense is better than New England's defense. But I think that once you get into the postseason, and we've seen it plenty of times during the regular season, where there are teams like Buffalo during the regular season against Patrick Mahomes they're fine. They beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. Then for whatever reason they get to the postseason, they don't win. I think the quarterback is a huge deal in the postseason. I think depending on what the matchup is, I mean, Buffalo's got a big game this weekend. Right now they're sitting in 7. See what happens with the Colts, but they could play. Say they finish 6th. They play what? They play the winner of the. Right now would be Jacksonville.
Right, so you go on the road. So say on the road to Houston. I'm just spitballing. I don't
Houston,
know
Jacksonville, the Colts.
What about the Colts?
It could be Houston, Jacksonville, or the Colts.
Could be any of the 3, yeah.
Any of the 3. I would take Buffalo against Jacksonville.
Okay. Would you take Buffalo at Indianapolis?
Yes.
Would you take Buffalo on the road, Houston?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then you think they get by that one. So let's just say, so you think they get by that. They win that game. Then Buffalo goes to New England.
Yeah, then listen, it's not an easy place to win, but I think that I would lean on Josh Allen over Drake May in that spot.
And then Buffalo goes to Denver.
Buffalo.
Okay. All right. So then that's a good pick for you. All right, RJ, you want to go next? Write these down. December 5th, he's going Rams, Buffalo. I like that pick, by the way. What are you thinking, RJ?
So I'm with you on the Rams. Boy, your point for asking this, Dave, really is the purpose of asking for the AFC, I think, at the moment.
Yes.
Although
I think we're all going to pick the Rams, and I have zero doubt that that'll bite us right in the face.
Yep. So
it's been week to week, is what it's been.
Yes, it changes.
I mean, if I would ask you this question last Friday, you would have said the Rams and felt like great about it. And now
I still feel good about it because
I'll
tell you why I feel good about it though. It's because usually when coaches, and I was paying attention to what Sean McVay said, aren't as adamant about my team wasn't ready to play. Like we were ready. No, you weren't. It was clear that you weren't ready. It was clear that you thought you were just going to go beat up on Carolina, and you figured it out. Right,
because they're Carolina, and they're a lousy team, and you're better, and you'll move the football.
Right, and you still had a chance till Stafford fumbles that ball to win that game. That was everyone's thought. This doesn't look great, but at the end, they're going to figure this out. They'll win. And they didn't. It bit them in the ass. So, I mean, that's why I still believe in them. And I think
that's very fair. So, RJ, you're going Rams and?
So I so badly still want to pick Kansas City, but I just can't do it. I think the road is – there's so many things out of their hands now, but I so badly want to do it.
So what are your options in the AFC?
Well, the standings right now are Patriots, Broncos, Jags, Ravens, Chargers, Colts, Bills. That's your cutoff. Then you have the Texans, Steelers, and Chiefs. That's the way it looks
so realistically, who, if you had to narrow it down to your final 3?
It would be Kansas City. If Lamar wasn't on the injury report every week for a new injury, I want to get there on
This is not Lamar Jackson, though.
It's not, but I want to get there on them. I'm having a hard time looking past New England. I hate to go chalk, but I'm having a hard time getting past it. I mean, they're going to get the bye, it looks like.
Feels lazy.
It looks it. You know what? He's allowed his opinion.
I'm allowed my opinion. It feels lazy.
But what's lazy about it?
It's just taking the team that's 11-2. And you're not going to take the Bears in the NFC.
No.
No.
Not.
I don't even think the Bears popped into his head in the NFC.
Not even.
Right, so the
I
next,
don't think they're popping
the next
anyone's
team
head.
after the Bears, the 2 seed right now, is the Rams. So it's essentially chalk.
No, but it's not essentially chalk. It's
Chalk
not
would
chalk.
be the Bears and the Patriots.
Stop it. There's not one person that would pick the Bears.
There's a guy from Chicago that I talked with yesterday. He believes in the Bears.
They all think they're going to the
There's
Super
a whole
Bowl.
city of Bears believers.
Well, to your point, Rick, though, if you could tell me that Kansas City finds a way in, I think I would still pick them blind. I really would. And if you could tell me Lamar was healthy enough for the playoffs, I might try to get there on them. But neither of those things seem
I'm
probable.
not sure Kansas City finds a way in, though.
Yeah,
is
neither
the
of those
problem.
things seem probable.
I'm not sure.
Like, okay, here, I'll ask you the question. We just spent the time in the first segment of the show talking about how, this, especially this year, there's no real dominant team that it feels like matchups, right? So in defense of my Buffalo pick, if you played New England, does New England run the ball well? No.
I mean,
it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
It's not the strength of their game.
At times.
It's hit or miss.
They can, but it's not the strength of
Yeah,
their game.
they're not going to exploit.
They're not a great running team, though.
They're not going to exploit Buffalo's biggest weakness.
Right. Is Denver a great running team?
No, I don't like Denver at all.
Is Jacksonville a great run team?
No.
Is Houston a great running team?
No.
All right,
No,
so
the
you,
team
we
that would
got
scare
it.
you-
You pick is Buffalo, but why are you disappointed in his pick?
I'm not disappointed in his pick at all.
You said it feels lazy.
Because I don't want to see New England back in the Super Bowl already. Okay, that's what
I'm
I don't
sorry.
want.
It's not lazy.
Sorry this is happening to you.
It's a bad.
I don't feel great about it.
No, how could you? That's
Yeah.
the point. You can't feel great about any of this.
All right, Ray's turn.
Ray, go.
I'm going to go with the twos. The Rams, I'm with you guys totally. Got the best quarterback. I think they've got the best coach. In the AFC, I don't know why. Like, New England's beaten a lot of bad teams, and other than the Giants, they've all been kind of like close games.
You're going with the Broncos?
I think I'm going with the Broncos. Yeah. That defense is so good, man. That's the thing about it. Like I know we're kind of like
say that, but
we don't like Bo Nix. I get that. I still like Sean Payton, and I like that defense. I do.
They've won their last 4 games by 10 points combined.
They have gotten such amazing fortune. Wow.
Okay, well that's his pick. That's his opinion. Okay, so
amazing fortune, but they've beaten teams that are, in the hunt. They've beaten the Eagles. They've beaten the Cowboys. They've beaten the Texans. They've beaten the Chiefs. I think they're a little more battle tested than the Patriots are. I'll put it that way.
All right. Well, listen, it's conviction. I respect your conviction. Good for you. All right, let's go to break. 800-919.
No.
What's wrong?
No, you know exactly what's wrong. Let's go.
Where
I
are
don't wanna do
yours?
that. I don't want to do this.
No,
You're going to do it.
this.
What do you mean?
You got 2 choices here.
All right, no, I'm going to make my pick. All right, I'm going to be the one that shows the breasts on the wall is what I'm going to do.
What was it called?
All right, everyone wants to do it. I'm going to
The
do
spectaculars or
The
something?
bodacious.
The bodacious.
The bodacious ones. I'm going to go with the lazy pick that we're all making, the Rams. And I'm going Chiefs.
Oh, he's going Chiefs.
I'm sorry. I think
Can't
they win
quit
this
'em.
week. I think they find their way in, and you pick against them.
At least you know Dave would never pull the plug on you.
He would not.
Never. If they said you have a 1% chance, you know what? I believe in that 1%. And I actually don't like the Chiefs. I don't want to be right. I don't want to see them back in the Super Bowl. But I don't like these teams.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, RJ felt the same way. He just didn't pull the trigger on it.
RJ, you want to revisit your pick?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
At least we got 4 different teams.
That's the point.
Point
Super
proven,
Bowl.
yeah. Dave is brilliant.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, here it
ESPN
is.
New York Holiday Party, it's back. Both the K Show and DHR bringing the holiday cheer. Rick, to your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island, next Friday, a week from today. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off 1 o'clock next Friday at your mother's house, brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina. Let's break, come back. We'll do some other stuff. Little Yankees, little NBA, more NFL. Get to your calls. DNR, busy football, and more Friday right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's check out the roads on this Football Friday. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this Football Friday, let's see what's going on. I think it's going to be Patriots and the Bears in the Super Bowl. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's happening right now as we head to the Gowanus eastbound. Bumper to bumper at 38th. It's an accident in the right lane. We're seeing delays. Bruckner Boulevard eastbound by the Hunts Point Drawbridge. Accident investigation. LIE East at the Clearview. It's a collision being cleared. Sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year and their rate. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
FanDuel Friday is turning it up with NBA Happy Hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo, it's your weekly pregame. NBA Happy Hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern. Only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Visit FanDuel.com/K to grab your reward before the clock expires. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Getting sick always happens at the worst time, the middle of the night, weekends, or right before the holidays. Your doctor's office is closed and urgent care means long waits and big bills. That's why I keep a medical emergency kit at home. Prescription medications ready when I need them. And right now, during their Black Friday sale, you can get the lowest price of the year. This isn't a first aid kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. You get essential prescriptions like a generic Z-Pack, plus antibiotics for pneumonia, strep, ear and sinus infections, even meds for nausea and UTIs. Just match your symptoms to the guidebook and make sure to connect with their telemedicine doctor. Take your meds early and feel better faster. Order your kit online in minutes before you need it, and your kit will be shipped right to your door. Don't miss out on the Black Friday savings. Visit urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. That's urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday. urgentcarekit.com/Black Friday.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The conduit version of Rick, I think it may have peaked.
We had evil conduit yesterday.
Might be on the way down.
I apologize for that.
What you said to that poor woman during that conversation, I don't know how the relationship continues, to be honest with you. He saw this pathway to hilarity, and he wasn't concerned about feelings. He was there for the joke. It was not even mean, Ray. It was cruel.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I had one of those posters that had all different shapes and size bosoms.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
I guess the great thing about the show, Rick, and it is a little after 7 o'clock on a football Friday, is that there is someone out there that feels so comfortable calling the show and telling us as a child he had specific bosom posters in his room without hesitation.
Yeah, and felt like that we also may have had the same posters.
Right. I'll be honest with you. I never heard of anything like that.
Me either. Never.
And if I had heard of it, I would not have felt comfortable to have it on the wall in my room.
Yeah, I can't imagine that if I just secretly hung up one of those posters in my room that.
Well, how long does that stay a secret?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, because it wouldn't be like, hey, Mom, can you go buy me this poster? Like, I would have to buy it.
So what do you want from the store? I'm down on deodorant. I need a little more toothpaste. And you know that wildly popular bosom poster that's making the rounds? I'd like you to pick that up for me as well.
I also like that.
That's right.
She'd walk in, see it, and that thing would no longer be on my wall.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. So this is concerning for a number of reasons. Let me read it to you. And RJ, I think for you the most, you'll be like, come on, man. So people email all the time, and sometimes I read them, and oftentimes I don't because there's just so many that roll in. But I think this one is interesting, and for a point that's not even mentioned in his email, that he doesn't even realize. Please reply, I desperately need help. Fantasy purposes. I have a good problem. I need to win. If I win, I actually have a shot at the playoffs. Who do I start at quarterback this week, RJ? Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, or Brock Purdy?
Well, not Brock Purdy.
Right. So this guy, who his whole season, money I would imagine, is on the line here, whole season hangs in the balance, is asking me if he should start a guy on bye this week.
Yeah, I would not recommend starting Brock Purdy.
Please respond.
It's gonna be tough to put up points.
This is Louis C. I mean, come on, man. If you're going to email in and take the time to write it, and you have so much on the line that if you lose your fantasy game, you're now eliminated and have no chance. You don't even have the respect for yourself or for us to have an idea of who's on bye this week?
So imagine, though, just by chance, if this kind man had not reached out to us, and he's in a must-win situation.
I thought you said con man for a second there.
Yes.
I mean,
it might be appropriate.
I mean, maybe. And it's a must-win situation, and you're his opponent, and you log on at 1:05 on Sunday morning, and you say, all right, what am I up against? Brock Purdy, bye week.
Sunday morning, 1:05.
Or Sunday afternoon. I'm just saying, his opponent.
Yes.
Imagine seeing how jarring that would look in a must-win situation. You would have no other choice.
You would think that he had passed.
Well, that something's happened, or he's on the take.
Oh, God. Lewis has been taken.
Yeah.
Or Lewis has had a massive coronary because only a fool would start Brock Purdy.
That's tough, Lewis.
Right? So my advice, Lewis, would be not Purdy, and I feel confident with that. I would go Stafford. You agree, RJ? You go Stafford? I mean, I don't know why you want my advice. I'm in last place in the fantasy.
Tell him we'll play Purdy and see what happens.
I would go.
I mean, how much does he want to follow the advice? If we tell him Purdy, is he now obligated to go with Purdy?
So I'm not in a similar situation, but in our league, I picked up Burrow a few weeks back just for fun. But I have Mahomes. So I'm going to have to walk that tightrope moving forward.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, but
you're not going to throw in a guy who's on bye into that mix.
No. But Mahomes has been great this year. But I'm emotionally connected to Joe. We have a thing.
But this week, I think you can start Burrow
against the Bills.
Yeah, over. I mean, Mahomes goes up against the top 5 defense in the NFL.
Do you think the Bengals win that game?
I can't tell you that.
Oh,
because I know what you're trying to do.
Oh, RJ, that was well done.
Figured
that was well played.
Sneaky.
No,
throw that in there.
If I had tipped my hand, oh yeah, I think Bengals outright win.
You can take the pick. That's what he's doing. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. I mean, RJ, you're transparent, is what you are.
Listen, just trying to.
He almost got you.
Get your opinion.
No, he did not.
So, do you love your picks this week? I like when you love.
I don't have my picks yet.
appreciate the honesty.
Go to the bank and take out money.
No, I actually maybe I do. I like them. Yeah, I liked them this week. Mm-hmm. But I liked them last week, and I went 2-1. So maybe I'm trending in the right direction. And Ray starts out with a Thursday loss, so that's good for everybody. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ray.
Why?
Are you?
That felt unnecessary. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That wasn't mean.
That wasn't nice.
It wasn't mean.
I just salting the wound.
It came from a place of meanness.
Darkness. You led with darkness.
No. I led with generosity. The generosity was explaining to you and RJ how, hey, guys, we're in a real capitalizing moment. Let's take advantage of this now.
Oh, so you want us all to have this? So you're concerned about RJ and I?
Yeah.
There's no chance.
That's the generosity portion.
You led the show with the only thing better would have been if Rick took the Cowboys also.
It would have been unbelievable.
Right. But I was able to see through it. I recognized something doesn't smell right here.
Yeah, what a shame that you didn't take him. I don't understand. You know why you didn't take him? Just because you're scared of your own shadow.
No, I'm not scared of my own shadow. I actually put some real thought into it. Unlike someone I know who doesn't even have their picks ready yet.
So what? Why do I have to have them ready?
Because it illegitimizes the entire pick segment is what it does.
Oh, the legitimacy of the pick segment. Because people are gathered by their radio. Hey, it's like fireside chats. Hey, guys, it's 9:30 on a Friday. Gather around. Guys are going to give us their winning picks. Our show as a unit is like 18 games below 500. We're terrible.
Is that true? I don't know if that's true.
Like that's bad.
Well, whose fault is that?
Mine, yours, Ray's, RJ's.
I'm 500.
Okay. It's not like you're winning.
You want it?
I'm holding up my end of the bargain at least.
Barely.
I'm not
you're
contributing
clinging to life.
I'm not contributing to the games under 500, am I?
Well, with your equal losses as wins, you are.
Oh, I'm right there. I'm flat.
You feel good about your picks this year?
I feel good about my picks.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's been very easy to pick games this year, so being 500 I don't think is terrible.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is Ray lost, and that's great. And it doesn't delegitimize the picks by the fact that I don't have them. I got 2 hours to make these picks.
You've had a whole week to make the picks.
Okay.
Oh,
so
please,
why
like that makes a difference.
Why are you
I don't
rushing
think it
me?
makes a difference, but
I have narrowed down to like 5 games, and in the next 2 hours, I will narrow down to 3.
And by next 2 hours, you mean around like 9:32,
9:20ish.
So you guys think you're so funny?
When we break for that final, all right. Now I've got to make these picks.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. Okay, got him.
So your 3 games are locked away?
Yeah, we've got 4.
Oh no, that should be locked away. Otherwise, it delegitimizes the picks.
No, it doesn't. I got 4 picks right here. I got my list. Right
Well, what do you mean 4 picks? So you don't have your picks either?
I have.
So I have 5, and I'm all of a sudden I'm Napoleon. You have 4, now all of a sudden you're Jimmy the Greek. Is that how it works?
You didn't have 5. You had no picks. Now all of a sudden you got 5.
I said I have picks. I just have to narrow down what I'm gonna go with.
I don't think you said that.
RJ,
did he say that? Don't be a kiss ass either. Did he say that?
He may have said that, but the point is, you could have just threw a number out there. We're not super confident. Rick during the breaks is asking about injury reports and what'd you hear on this guy. I'm just not super confident that you've really taken a real time to look at the lines and really.
Ask me a line.
Bills Bengals
5.5.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah. Go ahead. What else you got?
He's got it up right now.
No, I always got it up, but 5.5.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Eagles Chargers. Eagles Chargers.
1.5.
No. What's wrong?
Did you go to 2.5?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Did it open at 1.5?
I thought you had these all on lock.
I got them all on lockdown, but that's not one of my 5, so I'm not really concerned with that.
That game opened up at.
Opened up at 1.5, and now it's 2.5. Go ahead, Ray. Throw one out.
I'm not throwing any out. Unlike you, I don't have them in front of me.
Oh, see, he has no idea. He's willy-nilly taking games.
He's already got his picks. He's all set. He's done.
Take the Cowboys. I mean, for all the people gathered around the radio in that final segment yesterday, Ray, you cost them money.
I don't think anyone made a decision based on what I said.
I don't know.
But I would like people to have to make decisions because we're rolling.
Rick, who's highly impressionable, he didn't make any move. So there you go.
Well, no, because you said something that I didn't like. Because you did have some hesitancy when we had last couple of Cowboys picks. You were adamant. You loved it. And they're like, nah, there's some concern. And I was like, I don't like that. And the number was, the whole thing was fishy.
The whole thing was fishy.
I'll tell you what other number's fishy is the Green Bay number's fishy.
6.5.
6.5.
And all the money's like the money's coming in on the Bears.
Oh, people love the Bears, huh?
Love the Bears.
All right.
I mean, do you think that, division game? No, I know you don't love the Bears, so maybe you're not the right person to ask, but do you think it would be 6.5?
Yeah, something in that range.
You did?
Yeah, something in that range. Sure, 5.5, 6. Yeah, something like that.
78% of the money is on the Bears, it says.
All right. Well, you should take the Bears.
No, I would take Green Bay. I would take the Bears. I would take Green Bay.
All right. So before we take a break and come back and get into a little bit of Yankees conversation, Mike McCarthy was on McAfee yesterday, and he addressed Jaxson Dart. And there's been a lot of people linking the Giants and McCarthy together. Here he is, the importance of the availability of one Jaxson Dart.
Oh, I think it's part of his responsibility. I think just like everything, we always talk about, the two most important abilities are accountability and availability, and availability is number one. You got to be available to your team, and it's decision-making. So if you can improve your decision-making, that's going to improve your availability, then it's part of his job description. The most important stat for young quarterbacks, you have to be, how many games is he going to, consecutive games can he play? Because you only improve playing every Sunday. You have to line up and play. So I think it's clearly, it's all part of his role, his job responsibility, and it's something that he has to be more aware of.
Yeah. So, he's not calling him out on it, but he's saying he's got to get better at it. I think we all agree he's got to get better. And the thing that was so bothersome to me is the defiance after the game on Monday night. Like, being young and making immature mistakes is part of it. I get it. I don't really have a huge problem with that. Making the same mistakes, doing the same thing over again after you've made that mistake, and then when questioned about it, being like, this is what I do. It's not going to change. This is who I am. That's where I kind of think it's selfish, and I have a major problem with it.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's coming from a place of him trying to be selfish.
Whether it comes from that place or not, that's where it winds up, though. That's
I understand
the end result.
That. Right, but I feel like, in his mind, it's the complete opposite of that, where he's being, like, he's willing to sacrifice his body for the team and to win. Like, he's talked himself into that those 2 extra yards he's going to pick up, the +2, are more important than him potentially getting injured. And what he's going to realize, and you would imagine it would have happened already since he's already missed a couple games with a concussion and feels like he's in the 10th every week, is that this is a little bit different in this league. This isn't high school. This isn't college. And no one's asking you to be just a pocket passer. We just need to refine what you're doing here a little bit.
Yeah, and he's saying
down
no
on the big hits.
Right. That's it. This idea, and you said it early in the week, and I felt the same way. It's like a child. Oh, I can't have what I want for lunch, then I won't eat lunch. No, we're not saying that. We're not saying don't run around. We're not saying don't buy time. We're not saying don't run the football. We're just saying when the opportunity presents itself like it did the other night in that play on the sideline, go out of bounds at the 36 instead of the 38. Instead of taking a massive hit, now you take no hit because they add up. And you can't continue to take abuse like that.
You know what I think you got to understand, too, is you're different. Right? Like, your positions. No, not you. You are different, yeah. But as a quarterback, you're different. Right? Like, the way I think there are, and I think Josh Allen was probably like this, too, is I'm a football player. Right? That's what I do. I'm not afraid of physicality. I'm not afraid to lower my shoulder. Oh, that's great. I love that mentality. But the reality of your position is that, if you do lower your shoulder, and God forbid something happens to your right shoulder, now you can't play. It could happen to your left shoulder and you can't play. Like, there are certain things that happen to you that you can't play with, but like other football linebackers, you name it, can play with. Like, you can't, like, it's like the lead singer of a band, right? Like, your voice, like, you got to protect your voice. Yeah. You can't do all the things that everyone else, like, you can't go out to 4 o'clock in the morning and tie one on and then do a show the next day because you could screw up your voice.
Right. You can't go to a party and drink and scream and yell and because, your voice is your livelihood. You need to be available. And I know there's a lot of polarizing point of views as far as Eli Manning is concerned, but the two things you can't argue is in the biggest moments, he played his best football and he was always there to play every single week.
Well, and I also think you have to understand, and it's hard to because as a kid, we're indestructible. We won't get hurt. Like, there's no thought in his mind.
But you just got hurt.
No, but just like that he's not recognizing the cumulative effect either of what's going to happen. It's a concussion. In his mind, he's probably like, no, I'm fine, right? No big deal. He comes back. It's not going to happen to me again. Takes a couple huge hits, which probably only reinforces like how he feels because nothing happened to him. He didn't get hurt. But you don't see. It's tough to see what lies ahead because you've never been through it. Like, I think the other concern with it is like, hey, listen, Jackson, we're not looking at it for this year or even next year or the year after. We're looking at, like, you trying to be our franchise quarterback for the next 10, 12, 15 years. And the more of these hits you take, forget just in the moment. We need you on the field in the moment, obviously, but, like, don't you want your career to last?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You just said it. He doesn't think like that. He's 22 years old. I'm sure the last thing in his mind is, how am I going to be health-wise at 33 years old?
No, I know, but you just hope the people around him would say, hey, listen, I mean, look what happened to Cam Newton, who's much bigger and stronger than you are.
Right. Right.
He got, I mean, years of his career beaten out of him.
I mean, how many guys have we seen that happen to? More often than not, that's what happens to you.
It's the NFL, man. I mean, you're playing guys this big, this fast, this strong, especially now.
It's the nature of the business.
Well, you heard what Ellis said after that game. I'm sure the scouting report was, hey, I mean, this guy's willing to take some hits. Make sure you get an opportunity.
Yeah,
Make sure
you get a chance to lay into him. You make sure you do that. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We have Cimini at 7:35, but I want to get into the stuff that Kay said yesterday on his show, because I think this could send Yankee fans into an absolute tailspin. It's DNR with you, ESPN, New York.
Listen up, football fans. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Audiences and top critics are celebrating. Rental Family is the perfect feel-good movie of the year.
What do you need me for?
We need a token white guy. Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser delivers a masterful performance.
This girl needs a father.
I hate you.
She hates me. That's what being a parent is.
In this tender and funny film about the importance of connection.
This is amazing.
It's cool, but it's fake.
Sometimes it's okay to pretend.
Rental Family, now playing only in theaters. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Devils host the Golden Knights at the Rock tonight, 7 o'clock, 7:30. Knicks welcome the Jazz to the Garden. That's it. That's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So much NBA, so much Giannis, so much NFL, obviously Jets in action, what the Giants have done, Abdul Carter, Jaxson Dart, head coaching search, so much stuff. But what kind of gets lost in the shuffle is the Yankees. And you told me that they're currently at 279 before anything at the moment, right? That's their payroll?
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael on his show yesterday, 1 to 3 every day right here on ESPN New York, said his feeling, what he's hearing, is they may want to stay below, and hang on a second, I'll tell you when I want you to play it, $300 million. To stay below $300 million, that means any of these high-priced free agents, you're not going to be able to be in on these guys. Inclusive of that is Bellinger.
Right. I mean, we're assuming that Bellinger's probably going to be, what, around $30 million a year?
I would figure at least, yes.
And then Tucker more than that?
Yes.
So my question would be, is if that's really what's happening here, is that you want to stay 300 or below, why would you offer Trent Grisham $22 million?
I totally agree. So now let's take a listen. Here is Michael on his show saying he gets the feeling Yankees want to stay below this $300 million number.
We'll see next week. The winter meetings that everybody starts reporting there on Sunday. We'll see what the Yankees do. We'll see what end of the pool they're playing in. Is it going to be the deep end of the pool, or is it going to be the shallow end of the pool, or is it going to be the kiddie pool? Because you see Toronto, they're not going to stop spending. And now people are taking their money. And there's reports that Tucker was down in Dunedin touring their spring training complex. The Red Sox are still looking to add another pitcher after getting Sonny Gray. And there's word that they could be after Tucker. They could be in on Alonso. So where are the Yankees then in the American League East? I always have faith in Cashman and company that they're going to put a good team on the field. But can they put a team that matches the 94-win team from last year if they stay under $300 million? I don't know.
Well, how can you? And just the fact that he uses the phrase, will the Yankees be swimming in the deep end of the pool? If I was a Yankees fan, I heard that from the voice of my team, I'd be beside myself right now.
No, you're supposed to live in the deep end of the pool. Like, we don't even mess around with the shallow end.
Or the kiddie pool?
Especially when right now, I mean, the team that, Kay brings up last year's team. Well, guess what? That team wasn't good enough to beat Toronto. And that team was definitely not going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers. So, and you know what I think it goes back to is the conversation that we've had when we talk about the Yankees, especially when Hal came out and, had some things to say that didn't sit well with the Yankee fan, talking about, no, I wouldn't just assume that we make money. Well, you made $700 million. Where's all this money going to? We got to pay the city $100 million and this and that. Okay, fine. Whatever. No one wants to hear your problems, right? When you're making that much money and your team's worth what it's worth. The thing I would say to that is that then you got to look at Brian Cashman, man. Right? If you want to self-impose a certain amount of money that you're going to spend, and it's going to be $300 million, well, the guy who's spending it's got to do a better job. Because how you spending
a much better job,
right? Because how you spending the $279 right now is definitely not going to be good enough.
Well, you tell me. Would you be satisfied? I mean, you're not a Yankees fan, I get it, but put yourself in that position. Would you be satisfied with the way the outfield looks right now?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way the bullpen looks right now?
No.
So how in the world? And now the Blue Jays, who have so much money.
Oh, just don't stop there though. Are you thrilled right now with Anthony Volpe being your shortstop?
No, but I'm under the impression he's going to be your shortstop next season.
Yeah, so am I. But I'm saying, are you thrilled with it?
No, I'm not thrilled with it.
Are you thrilled with what's happening at third base?
No.
How about first base?
No.
How about catcher?
Nope.
So I just don't. I don't get it.
They're very judge-centric, and their starting rotation, when healthy, should be excellent. That's what they are.
Okay, fine, great. I mean, but offensively, are you going to be – I mean, now you're talking about an outfield where Jason Dominguez can't hit right-handed, and is not good defensively. There's no way, I don't think, you guys can disagree with me if you want, that Trent Grisham's going to have that same kind of season.
But even if he does, he wilted in the postseason, and you can't go into the season with him as your second option in the outfield.
Right now, he's your everyday center fielder, man.
You can't have that.
Well, I mean, listen, if you had Bellinger and left, you could.
Well, but that's different. But I'm saying I can't. I would be stunned if the Yankees went into the season with Judge, Grisham, and Dominguez as their everyday outfield.
Unless you start making trades. Unless there are deals that, rather than go out and swim in the deep end and start giving Cody Bellinger $30 million a year or Kyle Tucker $40 million a year, maybe there are trades to be made that make more sense financially.
But that to me is swimming in the deep end. Like that's not going all in craziness, just spending money hand over fist. But if you bring in Tatis, that's swimming in the deep end. That's big boy stuff.
Yeah, it's big boy stuff, and I would absolutely have that as number one on my list if I could do it. As opposed, if you told me right now I could trade for Tatis, I could sign Bellinger for 30 plus, and Kyle Tucker on a long term deal because that's what he's going to get for 40 plus. I would go Tatis.
Yeah, he's young. He's a great outfielder defensively. He's got speed. He's got everything. He's under control. You get everything from Tatis.
Right.
But there's no way the Yankees fan is going to be able to, the Mets, and again, the Mets are not exactly a picture of what's going right with an organization right now. But if you look, every single guy that's available, the Mets are in on him. The Mets are in on him. The Mets are in on him. So they're going to spend money. And the owner has basically given you a blank check to go fix this thing. Toronto, Boston, we know what the Dodgers do. The Yankees are supposed to be of that ilk. If we are past that point, fans are going to freak out.
Yeah, of course. You heard Raymond during the break when we were talking about this. He's already freaking out. But here, what I don't like is that I understand what everyone is saying. I would probably feel at some point the same way. If I'm Hal, I would eventually get frustrated enough. Now, I would have made a decision that day, this isn't working. Right? If I truly believe that with the amount of money we're spending, which he probably should, I think he's well within his right, that if I'm spending consistently $300 million, at some point that should pay off in winning a championship, or at least being in the World Series more often than I've been since 2009, right? It's been one time that I would make a change. As much as I would love Brian Cashman, he's not doing a great job here. I got to make a change. And if you're not going to make a change, and now we're talking about spending $300 million, and we're already spending $279, then you got to do a better job of developing the players in your farm system so that when they do step into the major leagues, they're what you tell us they're supposed to be, as opposed to the version that we get. Those guys, if you're not going to swim in the deep end and pay, which is not the best way to build a team anyway, because you're overpaying in free agency, especially when you're at the top of the market.
I think that's kind of like the finishing pieces to a team, right?
Those guys, the Dominguezes, the Volpe, those guys need to hit big.
Yeah, the Spencer Jones, who you hear may never wind up playing for the Yankees. The George Lombards. You're right. Those guys need to be home runs so you can spend the enormous money on the Garrett Coles and the Rodons and all these different guys.
Right, so I don't need to keep going to the well every year to try to add the most expensive pieces.
You're right. You're right. And people in Pittsburgh would laugh at this conversation. Oh, you won't go over 300. But the Yankees are always a team that goes up in the big boys. And to hear the phrase, are they going to be swimming in the shallow end of the kiddie pool is jarring.
Well, how many more years are you going to have to spend it the way that we think you should spend it of Aaron Judge?
3?
Right, gang, but why not just make a commitment over the next couple of years, especially not knowing what's going to happen after next season, that, hey, I'm going to get a little uncomfortable here.
We're going to go really all in?
Well, because in theory, you have Aaron Judge on a freaking bargain right now.
Yeah, you do.
The guy's making $40 million a year. Kyle Tucker's going to get $40 million a year.
You really do. It's a conversation. Listen, the winter meetings are coming up, and it's going to be fascinating to see how it plays out. All right, let's take a break. We'll flip back over to football. Rich Cimini, Around the League, Frenzy, all on the way. DNR with you. Busy Football Friday, and then some, right here on ESPN New York. All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York, Football Friday. Time now for the Rich Cimini Report, brought to you by Bet365. You know what that means, Rick? That means that Rich Cimini, in his normal Friday spot, is with us. And you don't share the stage with Renan this week, Rich. It is all for you. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, what a late bye week, huh? That's
it's great.
I guess he's get away for a little bit, but it's good to be with you guys. It's been a week. We missed last week, but not much has happened really with the Jets since then. They've been the quiet team in town, as I was just telling RJ.
How about that? Not only have they been the quiet team, but very quietly they're actually winning some football games now after that hellacious start. They've won 3 of their last 5 football games. Are you impressed that they've been able to kind of quiet the noise and win some of these games?
Yeah, the crazy stat is more indicative of the whole NFL. Since week 8, the Jets have more wins than the Chiefs. So who'd have thunk it? 3 out of the last 5, as you said. They are playing better. I mean, I think there's a better mood around the facility. The players are in a better mood. Aaron Glenn's in a better mood. Nothing. They've played tighter games. They haven't had as many glaring mistakes. Glenn has improved on the sideline. He hasn't had those clock management errors that he was having early in the year. Now, the perspective sentence here is that they beat teams with a combined record of 11-25, all backup quarterbacks. So they haven't really beaten a good team yet. But look, they're playing this schedule, and that's why I think Miami's an interesting game this week. They don't have a good record, but Miami's been playing much better than they did earlier in the year. So, yeah, give the Jets their props here. I call it a mini turnaround. How about that? That's kind of what they got going on.
We'll take it. We'll take any kind of turnaround at this point. Rich, so part of the reason why they make the switch from Justin Fields to Tyrod Taylor is because, I mean, you bring in Mechie, you bring in Mitchell. It'd be nice to see, what these guys look like with a quarterback that could actually throw the football. How excited are they about? I mean, Mechie had a couple drops in the last game, but Mitchell has a big game. How excited are they about these 2 receivers as we move forward?
Yeah, I mean, those were due, at the time we thought they were just throw-in type guys in those trades, especially Mitchell, in the Gardner trade. It was overshadowed by the 2 first-round picks. But Mitchell's been really good. Now, he did have a couple of drops in that New England game, but he, had the best game of his career easily last week, 8 for 102 and the long touchdown. And he was outstanding. I mean, you saw that he's one of the faster players on the team. I mean, I think we already clocked him GPS. He was the fastest in the league last week, 21 miles an hour. So, I mean, he's a good separator. They think he can be their split end of the future, their ex-receiver. They got Garrett Wilson, who, by the way, is eligible to come back next week off IR. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but he is eligible. So, we asked Tyler Engstrand yesterday, do you kind of get excited thinking about Mitchell and Garrett Wilson together? And he goes, yeah, it's hard not to think about that. So in Mitchell, they find a player who definitely will be, I think, among their top 3 receivers on next year's roster.
So walk me through what's going on with Justin Fields as far as being the as he calls it, I think, the gadget quarterback. They asked him to do it, and he said no. They asked him to do it, and he said yes reluctantly. Where are we with that? Because I didn't love the sound of that when I heard it.
Yeah, he didn't use the word. That was my question to him, was gadget quarterback, so he didn't say that. And I asked him, this was the first time, he waited about a week or so to speak to the media after his benching, and when he did, I asked him, would you be open to a role like that, sort of a wildcat type thing? Mm. And his exact word, he didn't say no, he didn't say yes. He said, I have mixed feelings about that. He goes, I want to do everything I can to help the team, but I know from my experience in Pittsburgh that you can get some soft tissue injuries when you come into the game cold. He was dealing with that last year in Pittsburgh. He said he was not totally healthy this year at that particular time when I asked him that question. And so I asked Aaron Glenn about that, and he didn't want to divulge the nature of that conversation, but he said that he doesn't doubt for a second that Fields is a team guy. He thinks he's a team guy. So they definitely talked to him about having that role. I just don't know whether he turned him down flat or they just decided not to go with it. But clearly they have not gone with it. I don't think it was a flat-out no from him, but like he said, he did use the word mixed feelings.
Rich Cimini joins us here on the show. Rich, I know we had talked about it at the time that Aaron Glenn had spoke to someone that he trusts, and that person was kind of like, hey, what you're doing right now with the media and things like that isn't really working. We got to change that. I mean, it seems like a noticeable difference. I mean, how have your interactions been with him since that moment where it seems like he had that conversation?
Yeah, he's been smiling more. He hasn't had any, combative moments since that, which was right before the New England game. That was the Tuesday before the Thursday night game. And so the team's been playing better too. So I think that has something to do with his being in a better mood. But it's been kind of amazing since that press conference there, which he hasn't. He's been very accommodating, and I wouldn't say he's an open book like some coaches, but he's been a much better to deal with since that particular game. And I think a lot of that also has to, like I said, the team's been playing better. They've been responding to him. That always makes a coach feel better.
I know ultimately this game doesn't matter all that much. The Jets aren't going anywhere, and Miami probably isn't either. But how important from like an Aaron Glenn like program building perspective is it to start to win some of these division games, right? Because, I mean, New England's going to be good, it looks like, again for a long time. Buffalo's really good, and Miami's not an awful football team, and just don't really win division games. How important is it for Glenn to start to win some of these?
Yeah, they're 0-3 against the division, so they'll go through it the second time. This might be their last shot here. Beating New England at home is going to be tough, and then they finish with Buffalo and up in Buffalo, and Buffalo may need that game, probably will, to get in. So, I think it's very important. The Jets I wish I had the record at my fingertips. They've been terrible in the division. Well, they've been terrible overall for the last 10 or 15 years, but in the division, it has not been good. They did beat Miami at home last year in the Aaron Rodgers farewell game. Miami didn't even show up that day. It was awful. But, I mean, you want to get these little victories along the way, like just little things that, maybe in the end can amount to something. So obviously they're not going to the playoffs. You try to do these little things. They've proven they can win, coming from behind. They've done that a couple of times. They did it last week against Atlanta. They've been better at scoring on the opening drive this year than they have been in recent years. So it's those little things, and I think the division thing, conquering that would help. It will be another little thing that you add up in the end. Now, in the end, it doesn't show up really in your stats. It doesn't get you closer to the playoff. Well, I guess it does, but I mean, it's those things when you're out of the mix that you look to build on if you're a coach in his first year who's trying to get something turned around.
It actually felt like that was one of the things that Adam Gase was good at, was scoring on that opening possession.
Yeah, Gase was good at that, but then every other drive after that they couldn't score because he was terrible. He was terrible at adjustments. Then after that, they went into the opposite phase under Saleh. They couldn't score, on the first drive. So this year they've done it a couple of times. And, they've even had long drives that got, undermined at the end by turnovers. We've seen that a couple of times as well. But I think it's like you're looking for stuff. I wrote a story the other day on ESPN, like the 10 top smallest little victories that the Jets have achieved this season. So that's when you're 3-9, you look for stuff like that.
Rich, can Tyrod Taylor do enough the rest of the season to be, well, just assuming that they draft a quarterback, to be kind of that the stopgap next year before the young kid takes over?
No, that's a good question, Rick. I mean, I think there's a chance he could be back as a backup. He's not under contract next year. He'll be a free agent. Someone asked him on Wednesday about his future. He says he does not think about the future at all. So he's 36. I'm pretty sure he wants to keep playing. He's done well. He's avoided injury, although he did take some big hits last week. He was getting up slow, but he's avoided injury. He's gotten the offense in a better place. I still think they have a long way to go offensively, but I'd have him back as a backup quarterback. I still think they need to go out and get a starting caliber guy. Now, if they draft someone in the first round, could he be the bridge quarterback? That's a really good question. I think I'd probably want to find someone a level above Tyrod Taylor, but I don't know who that is. I mean, it's such a slim veteran quarterback market in the offseason that it's hard to – there's just not a lot out there in free agency or potentially by trade.
We had asked you this question a couple weeks ago, and you said, no, you think it's this class that the Jets go do something via trade or via draft, and they don't punt it down the road for another year to not take the quarterback. Let me revisit that question. You still feel like this offseason the Jets try to get their quarterback of the future?
I'm not as sold on that as I was a couple of weeks ago. Just stuff I've been hearing, and I think I think they're open to waiting to 27. So I think it all depends. There's so many variables. I mean, we don't even know if, Dante Moore or Ty Simpson will declare for this year's draft. You hear mixed things on that. It could be a one-quarterback draft, in which case, are the Jets going to – look, we know the Jets are they're definitely not going to be picking first, probably not going to be in the top 3 or 4. So, I mean, are they going to trade and make the trade that, Carolina made a couple of years ago, go from 8 to 1 to get Bryce Young? They gave up how many number ones and a DJ Moore and picks? Are the Jets going to give up that to move up for Fernando Mendoza? I'd be skeptical of that. So I do think that I think the 27 thing is definitely in the conversation now in terms of when they go for the quarterback.
Unless Fernando Mendoza lights up Ohio State, then maybe everyone's opinion changes a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. Look, we've seen how that changes quickly,
right?
Too.
But you don't even know. Like every time we talk we'll have Mel Kiper on Tuesdays, and he all these things change once the actual NFL coaches start breaking down the tape and who they like and who they don't like. Rich, so interesting thing can happen on Sunday here. Tua hasn't lost to the Jets, but Tua also hasn't won when he makes a start, and it's colder than 46 degrees out, and I think it's going to be like 38 degrees around kickoff. I mean, how do you see this game going? Can we slow down Achane?
That's my question. You're stealing my question.
No, you're going to ask who won. I'm just saying what he's expecting.
But you're leading him to that. That's fine. Rich, go ahead. Answer his question, his thievery question.
You're right. Tua is also not having a good year, and he's tied for the league lead in interceptions. And the Jets, as we all know, and we've talked about this
not our strength, Rich.
They don't have an interception, so maybe. Maybe this is the week they get the interception. I actually picked the Jets to win this week. I knew the stat about the cold weather in Miami. And Miami's been on I think it's the longest homestand ever. They've, the last 4 games they've been at home. So I do think the Jets will manage to pull out a win. Achane is a problem. He's on a really good run right now. The Jets had problems with Bijan last week. It's funny, the Jets were flaunting about how good their run defense had improved, how much it had improved in recent weeks, and then Bijan comes in last week and he runs for 140 or something, and so suddenly that run defense doesn't look so good anymore. But Bijan Robinson's a special player, and the Jets, that's going to be an issue for them because a team that runs that outside zone causes problems for the Jets, and so that'll be something they have to focus on. But I do think they're on a bit of a roll here, and they're feeling good about themselves. So I'm going to pick the Jets, and they'll eke out another win.
All right. Well, I got nothing now. So we do appreciate you. I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving.
He asked 2 questions, and I did. He asked 2 questions in one, and he stole your thunder.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know. Now, when you say goodbye and we wrap this all up and you start your day, do you think, boy, I can't believe Rick did that, or how does that go through your mind the rest of the day?
No, I don't think about that at all. I move on to the next thing. But so maybe you will, Dave.
I will.
But you guys can settle at your own scores back there. But no, it's. I think it'll be. It's an interesting game Sunday. I mean, even though it's 2 teams that are not going to the playoffs, it is Jets in Miami. It's alumni weekend for the Jets, so they're going to have all their legends back there. I've talked to a couple of them this week. They always like getting together, so that always adds a little twist to it. They're going to have the new uniforms this week.
Oh boy!
Have you guys the Gotham City uniforms, which they've been wearing in practice all week? It's like the whole marketing thing with the rivalries week. Everything will look different. The stadium will have a different look to it. So it'll be something different. And like I said, I think the Jets will figure out a way to beat Miami.
All right, good stuff. We appreciate you, Rich. Thanks as always. See, I'm throwing off my game. Thanks as always. Enjoy the game.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Take
care.
And that's the Rich Cimini Report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. I can't even believe you.
You know what I just did there, though?
I can't even believe you.
I did it on purpose. I'll tell you why I did it on purpose. Is because I didn't want to just win the interview with great question, Rick. I wanted to snag.
You didn't get great question. You got good question. That's a good question.
Oh, that's a win.
Fine. So then if you won, then leave it at that.
Because woof. I didn't want to just win. I wanted to dominate you today.
But that's not how we do the interviews.
That's what just happened.
That's not what we do. You know what? This whole bull crap thing that you have of you're an elite teammate. No.
I was out to get you today. What do you mean no?
You're not an elite teammate. That I ended by asking, all right, Rich, who's going to win? And you start with it's cold weather, but 38, Tua does this.
I have to service all my teammates.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm doing.
It's unbelievable. RJ, tell me you weren't taken aback by that.
It does seem he's got it out for you today, but he's executing his plan, though.
Oh, okay. Listen, if you being a complete you-know-what is what you're going for today, you're winning the day.
Okay, that's all I want.
Okay, good. Good for you.
A little win to get me into the weekend. That's it. Who doesn't want to win a Friday? Come on.
Win the Friday. Dominate the Friday. That's my final salvo question. That's it. I close with that. Now you steal it. So it's chaos.
We got a time crunch. We got to go around the league. There's things we have to do.
There's no crunch.
We're crunchy right now.
We usually have Jordan and Rich. Today we didn't even have Jordan. We're nowhere near a crunch.
I want RJ to have the appropriate amount of time to really spread his wings and take us around the league.
RJ, you got half an hour to go around the league. You think that'll be enough time?
I think that's enough time.
Yeah, you sure?
I think that's
I understand you feel like you might be under a time crunch.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah? You want to get started now, or should I buy you a few minutes? Because who the hell needs 32 minutes?
Yeah, 32 might be a bit much.
Yeah.
You guys are mean to me. Seriously.
Mean to you.
I don't love it.
You know what was told to me by somebody at the station yesterday?
What?
Quote, why has Rick been like this all week?
Been like what? I don't think I've been much different than normal. See, why do you throw stuff like that? I mean, you
because
just
it was brought to my attention yesterday.
You willy-nilly just throw that out there. And you know it's not nice. And then you know it's not fair. It's nasty is what it is.
You think so?
And I don't like it. Because you pushed me to this. It's all part of your master
so
plan.
now I'm
now he's got the plan.
Now
you
here we go.
push me. You just pay peck, and because you know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
Crunchies on the bottom.
Oh, the crunchies.
I'm going to choose nastiness. I don't want to act like this.
Yeah, of course. This is who you are.
No, it's not.
What did I do to push you?
You stole Brian.
I stole Brian because you're not handling the situation well.
I think I've handled it appropriately.
RJ, is he handling the Brian situation well?
He's not, but maybe we just stumbled upon something. Whoever asked you, why is he acting this way? That's why.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, you want an answer? Are you Barbara Walters all of a sudden?
Where is Brian?
It's in the city somewhere.
Somewhere in New York City.
He's across the street.
Try to break me down? Okay, you worked. You broke me down.
I win.
It's like the coach at the end of the Mighty Ducks. You lost You lost Brian for me. You lost him yourself.
Yeah, it's gone.
I mean, you're deflecting blame. You got no one to blame but yourself, my friend.
He was supposed to be here for Thanksgiving. I invited him, the whole family up, and they didn't make it.
He's not going to make that appearance anymore.
He told you everything you needed to know.
Yeah, I'm right around the corner from you, and you didn't even know it.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's not a friend. That's someone who I don't know what he considers you at this point.
Yeah,
but by the way, how is the spread on Indiana and Ohio State going down? Do you see what the spread is now?
People love Mendoza.
Ohio State is -4. What am I missing here?
Signetti, Mendoza. Okay, Google
I mean,
them.
do you think that Ohio State and Indiana, talent-wise, is really close?
Ooh, probably not. No.
So, I mean, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I just don't get it. The number started at 6.5. It is now down to 4.
I'll tell you what. Mendoza keeps that into a 4-point game, 1-score game. The number one pick hype can start.
So you agree? You are flummoxed at how the number is 4.
I think Ohio State should smash them.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Absolutely.
The public loves Indiana.
Is it the public that loves Indiana?
Yeah.
Well, but how do you know it's the public? I mean, could it be people that actually that bet these games? That
I mean, it could be everything, but everyone I have heard, I'm in the minority. I think Ohio State smashes them, and the only way I could see that they don't is that they're like, listen, we're in, we never lose, we just beat Michigan. There's a little letdown, but how do you have a letdown in a conference championship game? So I don't get it. I don't see it.
Let me ask you this question though. Mm-hmm. So let's just say we'll call it the public because you said it was the public.
Okay.
So how many of these people that are betting these games are really paying super close attention to Indiana's season and Ohio State season? A lot.
I don't know. I'm not. It's not a cop-out answer. I don't know how many people are really dialed in.
So, see, I and maybe I'm wrong with this. I always assume when we start talking about the sharps and the public money is It's fans of the team, but it's also just like fans of the NFL that want to bet.
Okay, fair.
And the fans of those NFL teams are watching the games, but they're not watching the games like you watch the Giants or I watch the Jets. Right? There are things that I'm sure that they're paying attention to, and there's different stats, matchups, and everything else. So I guess my point in saying that is how many of those people would actually put money on Indiana? Like when you've seen what Ohio State has done all season long. Like I feel like more people would be more like would think like you're thinking as opposed to, hey, I'm going to dump some money on Indiana right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Just I mean, how do you bet on a team that hasn't lost a game in forever? And I know Indiana's good, and I'm not saying they're not a good football team, but I just think talent-wise, there's so much more in Ohio State.
Here you go. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
These are the point totals this is Ohio State's whole season. 7 shutout, 9, 6, 3.
This is the amount of points they've allowed, right?
Allowed.
Yeah.
7 shutout, 9, 6, 3, 16, another shutout, 14, 10, 10, 9, 9.
So they haven't allowed more than 16 points in a game.
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, but you don't think people do any kind of research, any kind of due diligence when they're putting their hard-earned money on a football game?
No, what I'm saying is I would actually think it's the other side of it. I
agree with that.
No, but I think that because you said the public loves Indiana, I would actually make the argument that it would be the sharp money for
the
whatever
sharps
reason.
that love it. Well, somebody's in love with Indiana for the spread to go down from 6.5 to 4.
I mean, that the 6.5 number tells you, or at least it would tell me, if I'm abiding by what RJ says, is that they want you to take Ohio State. Like 6.5, like if you think Ohio State's a better team, they'll win by a touchdown.
And if you would have asked me last Saturday at 3:30 what the spread was going to be, I would have said Ohio State by 10. Like 4 to me, and maybe I'm wrong, 4 to me seems like a wild injustice to how good Ohio State is.
Yeah, I can't tell you I understand it.
Where if you had to put money on this game, would you feel confident to put it on Ohio State?
Especially now, yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely would.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That feels wild. How much college football will you watch tomorrow?
Tomorrow I actually have a pretty nice schedule, so I'll probably watch quite a bit.
Oh, by the way, where are we with you guys coming over tomorrow?
That's a great question. Well,
RJ?
I currently have a child down, so I may be out of the mix.
So you're out. RJ?
It's possible. I mean, if Raymond is interested, I mean, I don't think I'm going to come solo. So, but if somebody else, I would need a running partner, I think.
So you wouldn't want to hang out with just me?
Well, then I almost feel like a burden.
That feels like that's a bit hurtful.
No,
more than a little bit.
Well, no, I mean I would love to, but it started out as a show idea. So if it's just me popping over, then it feels like it's just I'm almost bothering your Saturday. So
I wouldn't invite you if you'd be bothering. You'd be enhancing.
Listen, I'm not saying no.
RJ, you're like a little Viagra on a Saturday.
Oh my God,
you're out of control.
He's out of control. Rick, why don't you do the since you steal my stuff? You
don't
want to do
bother
the legal
my
ID?
life.
No, they won't let me do it. They don't trust me to do it.
You're not. Is that right, RJ? He's not allowed to do the legal ID.
Very much true.
All right, I didn't know that. Why?
We've discussed this before. We definitely have.
I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to radio jail.
Yeah, but not only am I not allowed to do it, I used to participate in it. And
Well,
they
no,
cut me
I
out of
understand
that.
why they don't want like a two-headed monster here, and they don't want us like having fun with the ID. But you're not allowed to do the ID?
The ID is very straightforward.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
I love this. Well, then, let me sit back and do the thing only I am allowed to do here on the show. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. That's what dreams are made of, my friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you wonder why. I don't even question it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I mean, some people are meant to do certain things.
And you think that I was born to do the ID?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this business is concerned, RJ was born to do the job he's doing, to put together some of the...
That's all. Like, RJ has a useful, vital job, and he does it great.
Well, we could go to... I mean, we'd be in big trouble if we didn't have someone that could do the legal ID like this.
I don't think it has to be done well. It just has to be passable.
I was told by people in the business, in the industry, if you will, that there's no one better in the country at the legal ID. And then the people that are in charge of those things think very fondly of you.
Yeah, there's a committee that gets together and votes on the top 25.
Really?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I would make the ID playoff?
You are Ohio State.
Oh, really? Jefferson Gibson, the Savage. I'd love to come Saturday, but I have to bartend at 6 o'clock. Well, what good does that do?
By the way,
I would love nothing
Margin
more.
right in.
I would love nothing more
Is Jefferson here? Is he managing the YouTube today?
The Savage at your home on a Saturday.
He'd be welcome, but what if he has to be at the bar by 6? He's going to have to leave by 4.
Right, he's there from noon to 4. Watch the first game.
By the way, where was he all week? I haven't seen him.
I don't know.
He's probably
RJ was actually questioning
yoga.
RJ was actually questioning at one point if Jefferson still worked here.
Yeah.
No.
He's ducking us.
I think he loves the show. I think he loves to be a part of the show. So you got Troy James Madison tonight, which is a big game. Although James Madison is a massive favorite of 24. You got Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State in the Conference USA Championship game. You have another huge game, which I believe Carlin is calling on radio, North Texas and Tulane. Winner of that game is going to be that non-Power 5 team. Then you have UNLV Boise State. And then tomorrow at noon, you have BYU Texas Tech. So I guess if Jefferson would like to come for that, he's welcome to. But I think it doesn't really heat up till you get Georgia, Alabama at 4, and then Indiana, Ohio State at 8.
I would love to be a fly on the wall for those conversations between you two if he comes over at noon. Can only imagine some of the questions.
You do realize that he's closer in age to Alex than he is to me, right?
Yes.
Like much closer.
Much closer.
I think he's 26. I'm old enough to be his father.
Yeah, that is the most depressing thing about walking around the office. Is recognizing how young everybody. I'm 25. I'm 26. I'm 27.
I'm 25. Oh, well, look at you.
Oh, I would. Could you imagine being 25
I can't.
right now?
And I believe that to be true. So, RJ, would Jefferson be enough to put it over the top for you?
It certainly could be if you peek on over to the camera. Look who just walked in.
Big news.
So he was wandering out around the office all by his lonesome.
You know what we can never, ever have, ever, by the way, Rick? This is mean. I'm not going to say it, actually. For you.
No, say it.
No.
Why?
No, because it's cruel, and I won't do it.
You can't do that.
I'm sorry.
That's a missed opportunity.
No, you know what? Rick yesterday had a thought and then got verbal diarrhea where he went out with that thought and it was just awful.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
Okay. It's along those same lines?
It's not great.
All right.
It's not great.
So I guess we're just going around the league then without this thought.
Awesome. I think that's right, RJ.
The crunchies.
And I think you benefit from the thought not being made public too.
Wow.
Was the thought going to be about you? Or
about me?
About RJ?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got?
Are you going to say something about RJ standing next to Savage or something like that?
I'm not saying what I was going to say. I'm ready to go around the league.
That's not even that
crunchies
bad.
On the bottom.
Oh, the crunchies.
Let's do the crunchies in and around the league, eh?
All right.
It's time to go around the league.
I've heard far worse than whatever you're going to say.
I don't want to do it. You know what? Because there's a chance you're going to come to my home tomorrow, and I don't want to be on bad footing.
Wow. You think it's that bad, huh?
Is there a chance you would come here, I'd serve you food and beverage and let you consume football, and you would take a dog with you?
No.
No
chance. Sorry.
Could you imagine how happy Antonio would be to get a new dog?
We'll never know, will we?
He thinks that for the moment, but long term he wouldn't be.
Yep, we'll never know.
You guys could ride it.
Sunday, 1 o'clock, Colts and Jags in Jacksonville.
The big dog.
Big dog.
Neither of you are very nice. Indianapolis has not won in Jacksonville since when?
Since Andrew Luck's third year.
2014.
Wow.
So that's a stretch that covers 8 different starting quarterbacks. Good teams, bad teams, the whole deal. Now the Colts are looking to break a streak at a time where they have really everything at stake. Their season could be collapsing before our very eyes. Colts are tied with the Jags. Winner of this game will have sole possession of first place in that division. It is the league's leading rusher, that is Jonathan Taylor, versus the league's top-ranked run defense. Colts favored by 1.5 on the road.
If you would have mentioned this game a couple of weeks back, you would have thought, of course, Indianapolis will win. They're a far superior team. They've really come back to the pack. They've come back to the pack so much so that I think there's a legitimate chance they don't make it to the postseason. They could win the division. I find that unlikely now. They could miss the playoffs entirely. Jones is banged up. Taylor's come back to life a little bit. Jacksonville, I don't love them either. I think, for my money, Houston is the best team in this division, but they don't have the best record right now. I would go Jacksonville if I had to in this game. I don't like what the Colts are doing at the moment.
Well, they played Jacksonville twice. RJ gave you the stat. I don't know how to feel about that stat. It's been 11 years since they've won in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, does that matter? Should it matter? Probably not. But for whatever reason, whenever they go to Jacksonville, I don't trust Trevor Lawrence. I mean, that would be my big holdup in this thing.
Do you trust Daniel Jones now?
No, this version of Daniel Jones, no. And I think the most important stat that RJ gave you is Jacksonville against the run. Because it seems what most teams are doing are, hey, we're going to load up against Jonathan Taylor. And you mentioned him coming back down to earth. And we'll let Daniel Jones beat us. And we don't believe the way he is physically right now, dealing with a broken leg, and then just who he is as a quarterback, that can happen. And for the last couple games, it hasn't. And they played Jacksonville twice. They got Houston to finish the season in Houston. And they also, by the way, have Seattle and San Francisco. So you're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's a daunting schedule to finish off your season.
Tell you what, this, like Dave said, though, this is an entertaining game we didn't think we were going to get a few weeks ago. Joe Burrow, my guy. Bengals are 4-8. That's not great, but they win.
Can we save time and just say RJ's going to take the Bengals plus the 5.5?
You don't know what
I would bet a substantial amount of money.
You're going to bet on my bet
that he's taking Burrow in the points.
Well, if you were to do that,
it's like betting on the don't pass line is what you're doing.
No, that's criminal.
RJ, this was your betting strategy for a whole season.
No, that's true, but you can't get that metaphor. That's not right at all.
Why are you taking the game? Because of Joe Burrow?
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
I can't.
And some weather stuff.
Can you give us a weather breakdown?
Not yet. I can look it up for you though. Joe Burrow has won his last 8 starts. Obviously, some injuries mixed in there. They visit the inverse of their record, the 8-4 Bills, Buffalo Bills, as some would say. Turnover's been a problem for those Bills as of late. Multiple each of their last 4 games. Josh Allen has thrown an interception in 4 straight games. That's tied for the second longest streak in his career. Bengals getting 5.5 on the road.
Weather update for you, David, is what I'm getting for my fancy PFF subscription is it'll be 24 degrees with overcast clouds.
That's cold.
Chilly, to say the least, but, I mean, Cincinnati is used to cold weather. All of a sudden, do we just think that Cincinnati's defense has made this massive transformation? I love Burrow. I mean, he's awesome. I understand why RJ is infatuated with him. Their offense, their receivers, all of it. But, I mean, the Bills need this game. I don't... In order for Cincinnati to have any hope of getting to compete for this division down in the final few weeks of the season, they need to win this game. I can't. I'd be stunned if they won this game.
So, betting-wise, according to my sources here over at PFF, 70% of the money is currently on the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the biggest stat that RJ brought up is how much, beginning of the season, they didn't turn the football over. And Buffalo looked great.
Yep.
Recently, they've turned the ball over way too much.
But do you think this Cincinnati defense can turn them over?
I do not. No, I do not.
So if I'm assuming you're not picking this game. If you were picking this game, where would you lean? if you are, you can.
I would probably no. I'm not messing around with this game.
Okay.
I would probably lean Buffalo at home.
Okay.
Is what I would lean.
And I couldn't agree with you more. That 100% RJ is going to take the Bengals plus the 5.5.
You don't know what I'm doing.
And I just don't know. I mean, Trey Hendrickson's not playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, are they going to be able to generate enough pressure on Josh Allen, where he makes some of the mistakes we've seen him make in the past, like recently?
How good is their running game right now?
Excellent, best in the league.
James Cook is a stud.
Yeah, these are all good questions. Steelers, Ravens battle for the AFC North, at least for now. Both teams are 6-6. Ravens started the season 1-5. During that stretch, their defense, which was well noted, worst in the league. They gave up 32 points per game through week 6. Since then, they're 5-1, and they have the best defense in that same category, points allowed per game, 16. Ravens are home. They're spotting the Steelers and beat up Aaron Rodgers 5.5.
This is a game that, if you look over the years, is typically very close. There is no way I would touch this game. I would agree that the Ravens will win, but by 6 or more, no. Because I watch them every week, and I am more unimpressed the week after week with Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's anywhere near healthy. Every week there's another injury that he's suffering from. He doesn't tuck it and run the way he was doing, when he's healthy. So I don't think the Steelers are very good, but I don't think the Ravens are all that much better.
Have you ever tried to tuck it and run? It's almost impossible.
Oh, dear God. Oh, I'm
You have anything on the actual football game?
Yeah, so you mentioned the injury.
You had to interrupt me for that, huh?
I'm sorry, I just felt like it was a moment.
Yeah, no, of course you had to.
He's had the hamstring, and then from the hamstring we got ankle, knee, and toe issues. Didn't practice again. Doesn't look like the same quarterback. The defense, you mentioned it, it's been way, way better, but now the offense is a problem. Yeah, I mean, other side of this, Giants defense, second most money? Not very good. Even worse, Pittsburgh Steelers. with the amount of money that they spent on that defense and how bad it's been, really. I mean, it hasn't not even close to lived up to expectations. To the point where now they're chanting "Fire Mike Tomlin" at the stadium. That was it.
Yeah, things are getting weird. Dave's point, though, I saw that same stat. I don't have the exact numbers, but this is almost always like a field goal or less game, basically. But we shall see.
And Aaron Rodgers didn't look great last week either. And he broke his nose.
He doesn't look good at all.
Turning 60 during the game.
Seahawks are 9-3. They visit the Falcons on the road, who are 4-8. Things are not going well for Raheem Morris in Atlanta. Neither for Sam Darnold. Off his worst performance of the season in terms of total QBR, which was 18, which is not good. It's on a scale of 100. As he and the offense struggled, they were under all kinds of pressure from that Brian Flores defense against Minnesota. Drake Leonard did not play the last 2 games because of a knee injury. He did not practice yesterday, so plenty still of doubt on him. And Seahawks are favored by 7.
Bijan is a horse. We saw that again last week. But Seattle, they need to win this game. They desperately. You can't lose this and fall behind in this division. They still play the Rams again. They still have hopes to win this division. You're right. I mean, Darnold was awful. The only reason that didn't really matter was because this Brosmer character was one of the worst performances you've ever seen in your history of your life. But Seattle's still a good football team. I'd be very surprised if they didn't go down to Atlanta and win. And Kirk Cousins is not good.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like Drake London's probably going to play.
No, he's not going to play.
Kyle Pitts was good against us. Bijan was really good against us. But, I mean, it's the Jets. And they still lost to the Jets. You're playing... I mean, I think there's a lot of people that believe outside of the Sam Darnold in big games, I've heard a lot of people think that Seattle's the best team in the NFC.
Seattle might be the most complete team in the NFC.
Yeah, I'm serious. I think outside of the concerns about Sam Darnold, and you saw what happened against the Rams, and you're right, he didn't play well against Minnesota's defense, and credit to Brian Flores and what their defense is able to do. But yeah, I mean, it bites me in the. Is this the game? No, this isn't the game. Never mind. Move along.
Alrighty.
What just happened there?
No, because I was thinking about a different game. Sorry. Continue.
You're still thinking about that walk comment he made?
Commanders and Vikings. This is a dandy of a game. J.J. McCarthy is going to be back off that concussion. Optimism that Jaden Daniels could be back. He was a full participant in practice yesterday for Washington. As of now, the Commanders picking 6-1 spot ahead of the Jets, so something to keep an eye on. Washington going on the road, getting 1.5 points.
Yeah, I don't have a lot for this. I mean, if Daniels comes back, at least there's something to watch this game. Washington played well on Sunday Night Football and still lost that game to Denver. McCarthy, at some point, J.J. McCarthy's going to have to show you something to have any semblance of confidence heading into next season. I don't buy into him at all. So.
Let me ask you a question, though. Are you surprised after what you saw Washington look like against Denver? Right, there was a lot of talk coming out of their bye. Defense need to be fixed. It looked better. It looked a lot better. Terry McLaurin's back. Are you surprised that with Jaden Daniels potentially coming back and how bad J.J. McCarthy's been?
Yes.
That they're still getting 1.5 points?
Yes.
Yeah, I am as well. But, I mean, I was under the impression a couple of Fridays ago that Jaxson Dart was going to play.
Well, that's what I mean.
Until he didn't. So, I don't know that...
Different injury, though.
I understand. But I don't know that Daniels plays, and it's in Minnesota, and you say what you want. Minnesota came to play last week. Now, their quarterback stunk, so they couldn't compete. But it's not like they laid an egg last week.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Bucks are looking to get their groove back. They're 7-5, but they've lost quite a bit of momentum. They host the 2-10 Saints, so this is a good place to find. Tampa getting healthy, just a half game ahead of the surging Panthers in the NFC South. They also have the second easiest remaining strength of schedule, according to ESPN Analytics, ahead of only their opponent, the Saints. Bucks favored by 8.5.
I don't think we have to spend a ton of time on this game. This should be a get-right game for Tampa. I mean, if you want to win this division, because you still play Carolina 2 times, you absolutely need to win this game, and they should. Sounds like Mike Evans is getting close. Chris Godwin, like we mentioned, is getting healthier. Abuka kind of feels like he's hit that rookie wall, but they should put up points on the Saints this week.
And Bucky Irving's back.
Yeah. He's a huge piece of that offense.
I saw a stat earlier this morning about Baker Mayfield, what he was doing at the beginning of the season, getting the ball down the field, how successful they were at it, and then recently how bad it's been. And then on top of that, what their defense has been doing, which is giving up explosive plays. Now, I don't think the New Orleans Saints are going to be capable of taking advantage of that, but, I mean, Tampa right now, you mentioned the 2 Carolina games. They'll be, I mean, they got the Falcons and Miami also on their schedule. So, I mean, they should go to work here over the next 5 games.
They should. Here's one to keep an eye on for NFL draft hopefuls in terms of teams hoping to move up. 1-11, Tennessee Titans. They're in Cleveland. They play the 3-9 Browns. You got a tension between Cam Ward, top pick of last year's draft, and Shedeur Sanders, who obviously slid to the 5th round. But real player to watch in this game is Myles Garrett. He has 19 sacks. He's 4 away, I guess, from breaking and being the sole holder of the NFL single-season sack record, 3.5 away from tying it. Tennessee picks first right now. Cleveland is fifth. Browns favored by 4.5.
This is just a terrible football.
It's a game that has to be played contractually.
Yeah, and it actually has a lot of importance as far as draft capital is concerned. But this is just a really bad football game. I don't have a lot to say. Cam Ward feels like he's getting a little bit better, but they're so bereft of talent offensively that even when he takes a step forward, they still can't score a lot of points. I would expect the Browns to win, but nothing would surprise me in this one.
I think RJ said it. I mean, Cam Ward's been sacked the most. I think he's been sacked 48 times. And Myles Garrett is at 19.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance maybe he gets.
Do you think he's going to get 4 sacks?
He had 5 a couple weeks ago.
I
don't know if he
it's
gets all 4.
Unbelievable.
He's coming off a game where he got 1. And I don't know, RJ. Do you know Tennessee's not really good against the run either, are they? So this could be a good shot, good spot for.
Judkins is good regardless of who they play, though. He's a really good running back.
Yeah, he is. He impressed me last week. They're a little better with Jeffrey Simmons back. But, yeah, typically the Titans, let's be honest, they don't do a ton well in terms of football being played. But with Simmons back, they're a little bit better.
It's really miraculous they're not winless right now.
Well, they should be.
Why you got to do that?
Because it's the Arizona game. This
Titans. Oh, right, the Arizona game. Remember when the guy fumbled the ball? He picked it off, then he got up and he fumbled it away.
And then his other guy kicked it into the end zone.
Into the end zone, yeah.
Answer your question, Rick. Titans give up 127 a game on the ground.
That's not great.
Okay.
Sunday, 4 o'clock, number 2 seed in the AFC. The Broncos are in Vegas to play the 2-win Raiders. With 1 sack in this game, the Denver Broncos will reach 52 for the season. Why is that relevant? That would be the same number that the 2015 Denver defense had in their entire regular season. And we'll remind you that team won the Super Bowl. Denver favored by 7.5 on the road.
Denver's going to win this game. The Raiders are brutal. Watching the Raiders is brutal. You think to yourself when you watch them, like, they took Ashton Genty with the 6th overall pick when they need all of this help. Yeah, Denver, I would be stunned if they didn't go in.
Last time they played, it was close, though. It was a 10-7 game.
Yeah.
That was that Thursday night game, right? That might have been the worst game I've watched all season.
They were saboteurs. I took Denver in that game.
That's right. That was a bad football game. I hope this one's better than that.
It feels like the Raiders have to move Max Crosby. I know he wanted to stay there. It's just time, my friend.
He can't stay there, though.
It's time, my friend. Spread your wings. Fly away. Rams and Cardinals. Cards 0-8 against teams that have entered that game against the Cardinals with a winning record, which is not great. That's the most such losses in the NFL. Kyron Williams, 132 yards away from becoming the first Rams player with 1,000 yards rushing in 3 straight years since Steven Jackson.
Oregon State.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Steven Jackson ran for 1,000 yards in 8 straight years.
He was a very good running back.
On some bad teams, unfortunately. Rams by 8.5 is the number on the road.
I think we all anticipate the Rams having this as a get-right game. Like last week on the road against a team that you're like, meh. They found a way to lose. They turned the ball over, which they don't really do. I mean, Stafford was picked off a couple times. One of them was a pick 6. I don't think that happens this week. Their offense, even in a loss, was pretty good last week anyway. And I think that continues, and they probably have their way with the Cardinals this week.
Yeah, I fully would expect them to bounce back. Right, good team, well coached, great quarterback. I don't care that it's in Arizona. Coming off a loss to the Carolina Panthers I'm hoping the wake up call to, hey fellas, we can't really take any opponent, and not to mention the fact this is a division opponent.
Here's your good one for the 4 o'clock window. Bears, Packers. So much talk of Chicago. Dave thinks they stink. He'll tell anyone with ears such. They're 9-3, but right behind them, Packers 8-3-1. Ben Johnson did not mince any words when he said this week that the Bears are winning games, quote, in spite of our passing game, not because of it. So I guess he feels the same way that Dave does. Caleb Williams may stink.
Sorry, go ahead.
Bears had DeAndre Swift and Ray's guy, Kyle Monunga, go over 100 yards last week, and they win over the Eagles. Caleb Williams has been sacked, though, and this is where you wonder why that completion percentage not too much better. He's been sacked only 19 times. He got sacked 68 last year. These teams play again in 2 weeks. Packers by 6.5.
So it's going to be freezing there at game time. And the game's at 4:25. So the game's going to not even be played during the daylight hours. It's going to be dark right when this game kicks off. See, the funny thing is that we all have this mindset now of Green Bay, and they're so good, and they're playing such great football because they won that game on Thanksgiving. It was like 3 weeks ago. You looked at the Packers. You're like, what's wrong with them? And that's why we had the conversation earlier today. What is going on with the NFC right now, and you can't really trust anybody. So I don't trust the Bears. I don't know how much I really trust the Packers, but the game's in Green Bay, and I certainly don't trust the Bears, so I expect the Packers to win, but I wouldn't be stunned if the Bears kept this one close.
I don't think there's a lot of people that disagree with that because it looks like all the money, most of the money is on the Bears to cover this spread. I think what the Bears did against the Eagles, I know they said that, and he's not wrong that they've won in spite of the passing game, but I can't remember the last time. I mean, the Eagles are known for having a really good offensive line and a really tough physical defensive line.
That was wildly impressive. To be able to run the football, both guys down the throat of what Philadelphia prides himself on was impressive.
Manhandled them. Like I was watching, I forget who was breaking down the tape of it. I would have been like an offensive lineman that was doing it, and they were just, just tossing people on the defensive line for the Eagles, which you don't normally see. Jalen, big, strong physical guys, and they ran the hell out of the football. So. Yeah, I'm actually surprised this number is as big as it is, even at Lambeau.
They spent some good money on that offensive line. It's working out. Sunday Night Football, you mentioned cold temperatures, Dave. It's supposed to get as cold as 30, maybe even a little under 30 degrees in Kansas City on Sunday night. It'll be the first time all year that Houston has played in any kind of cold weather. This is a little bit of a misleading stat because a lot of teams have had unfortunate luck at Arrowhead in the Pat Mahomes era, but the Texans are 0-2 under DeMeco Ryans. Both times weather has been sub 40 in Kansas City. KC, they need to see some pass rush improvement. Steve Spagnuolo's defense has not recorded a sack in their past 11 quarters. And what's at stake for Kansas City? Dave thinks they can go to the Super Bowl. With a win, they have a 55% chance to make the playoffs, according to ESPN Analytics. With a loss, 12%. KC by 3.5 is your line.
This is a massive football game. Somebody's going to win Indianapolis and Jacksonville. If Houston were to lose this game, they'd now be 2 games behind that team and all alone in third place. They need to win this game. They had that last week where they had to win. They did. But on the flip side, Kansas City desperately needs to win this game. They're the champion kind of mindset. They're the team that you expect to win. I don't know about this game. Weather now getting thrown in here, but the number is not enormous. And you're saying on a neutral field, this would be about a pick 'em, which I think is fair. I think the home field will probably give Kansas City a little bit of a boost, but yeah, I wouldn't touch this one.
Yeah, I would say that the most interesting thing about this game is Houston's defense, right, which is one of the, I don't know where you want to rank it, but it's definitely at the top of the NFL. Combination of, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. I think that going up against a depleted Kansas City offensive line. As good as Mahomes is, we've seen him with a bad offensive line against a really good defense. There's not much you can do, right? That's the reality of the situation. And I think they're going to have, left tackle out, right? Yep. He just had wrist surgery. Trey Smith, banged up. And Jawan Taylor also banged up. So you're going to have, you'll have 3 backups playing on the offensive line. Against that defense, it could cause some serious.
It certainly could.
Serious issues.
That's a nice insight right there. It's a nice nugget. Monday Night Football, Eagles, Chargers, big game for both teams. Both 8-4. Philadelphia's run defense going to be under a microscope. They gave up 281 yards. We talked about a pair of touchdowns to the Bears last week. Eagles have allowed almost 900 yards combined in their last 2 games. That's not where you want to be.
Not good.
Justin Herbert off that hand surgery. He's going to play. Eagles 2.5-point favorites on the road on ESPN on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you say on the road, and I think you use that term loosely.
Technically.
If there was any kind of real home field advantage, I might even like the Chargers in this game. There's probably going to be more people rooting for the Eagles than the Chargers that are in attendance there. So, I just, with the banged-up offensive line, it sounds like Amarian Hampton might come back, and the other running back, Vidal, whatever his name is, he's been pretty good. But it's just hard to believe that offensive line for the Chargers will hold up against the Eagles. And I don't know. I'm rooting for the Chargers, but I find it hard to believe they win this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia. I think they've done a good job in the past, just over the last couple of seasons with whatever the personalities in that locker room are. A.J. Brown always being upset. They found a way to get through it last year and ended up winning the Super Bowl. But, offensively, this team has struggled all season long. They haven't got Saquon Barkley going. And I don't know if that's just they know Kellen Moore. They're egging the offensive coordinator's house. They think he stinks. But, that was a huge – Saquon went for over 2,000 yards last year. That was – he was the driving force to them winning the Super Bowl. So they got to figure out how to get him going. And You guys are right. I mean, their defensive line got abused. Abused.
Yeah, not great.
Embarrassed.
Go Chargers. Go.
Giants, Panthers, Pats, Niners on bye. That is the league. We have gone around it.
Oh, that's a good job by you. You know what we're going to do next?
I
We're going to do a little frenzy. Is what we're going to do. How does it work? 800-919-3776. That's the phone aspect of it. On Twitter, at Rothenberg ESPN. In the YouTube chat, well, you know what? Ask the question. Raymond is there monitoring that like only he can. So numerous different ways to get involved, but get involved. Get involved now. 800-919-3776. It's a frenzy because it's a Friday. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. And here is Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning on this Football Friday. We've got a fishy situation here with the subway. 7 trains. We're seeing delays in both directions as you head from the area of 34th through Flushing, Maine. It's all due to some switching issues, probably due to the cold weather. Let's see what's going on Bruckner Boulevard eastbound. That's still closed right by the Hunts Point Drawbridge. Accident investigation. And the Van Wyck North by Rockaway Boulevard, a collision. It's another gridlock alert day, sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Ready for a frenzy here is what I'm gathering. Okay, we come back with no frenzy music. RJ.
There's one caller.
What?
There's one caller.
That's what I'm saying. Well, let me continue my little barrage here of the people. All right. Secondly, RJ screens somebody and they have a Stump Rothenberg question. Now we have 2 callers on the line, so we don't have to do a frenzy. It's not necessary to do a frenzy.
We're gonna do a frenzy.
Well, no, I don't think so. Not today. I tried. I opened up the phone lines. Nobody's interested. Twitter, getting a couple of questions. Nothing substantially great right now.
You led with generosity, and look what happened.
So, I mean, listen, maybe the Giants are on a bye week this week. Maybe the frenzy's on a bye week this week.
No.
Well,
no,
okay.
No.
Then you know what you need to do? You need to make an impassioned plea to the people to get involved. Because if they don't get involved, we can't do a frenzy.
It's a Friday. It's what we do on Fridays. We just spent 35 minutes going around the league. RJ did an unbelievable job. Some great insight by Dave. And what do we always do on a Friday? We followed up with an amazing, I'm not afraid to say it, an amazing frenzy. Dave loves it. I love it. RJ loves it. Ray clearly doesn't love it because he didn't come back with the music. But 3 of the 4 of us love it. And it only works if the people buy into it. And right now, clearly, we're not buying into it. And I need you to pick up the phones. Dial 1-800-919-3776 and get on the lines so we can have our frenzy. Otherwise, my weekend, ruined.
Ruined. I think that was a very well done, impassioned speech. But I mean, you know what? We'll see what happens. All right, they're lighting up. They're lighting up. Okay. So it's slowly working. You know what? Because I'm a man who believes in humankind and I have good faith in everyone. Raymond, fire up the frenzy.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
No, I know Raymond has a question that people have been clamoring in the YouTube chat. So he'll ask that a little bit later. 800-919-3776 on the Twitter at Rothenberg ESPN, in the YouTube chat. Throw your question. Raymond is there and checking it out constantly. All right, away we go. You know the rules. Get right to it. Otherwise, we will hang up on you. Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, you're on the frenzy.
Cuddle, marry, trash. Who wins the NFC West? 49ers, Rams,
Yep.
or Seahawks?
I'm sorry. RJ, I'll trash the Niners. I'll cuddle the Seahawks. I'll marry the Rams.
I'm with Dave.
Let's go to Mark in the car. Mark, frenzy, go.
All right, cuddle, marry, trash. If these 3 coaches become available, who's next for the Giants? Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, or Kevin Stefanski?
Now, who's next for the Giants as far as who they would hire or who they should hire? I guess will be the question.
I mean, I could take it. I guess you get to pick your own adventure here. You tell me how you want to do it, and then we'll do it.
Let's do who you think the Giants would hire.
Okay.
If they're all available. Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Well, I don't care. I'll go first. I'll marry Tomlin. I'll cuddle Harbaugh. I'll trash Stefanski.
With you.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do go their separate ways. If Mike Tomlin chooses to just jump right back into coaching, or because he's been doing it for so long, like takes a step back, takes a year off.
Just takes a year to kind of reset.
Yeah, reset. Take a break.
I mean, it's certainly possible. But we thought that Bill Cowher might take a year to reset, and he never came back.
Well, that's. But I mean, that just. Or is the idea of going to the Giants with Jaxson Dart as like finally having that quarterback now enough to say, you know what? No, I'm going to jump right back into it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Will you get as good a quarterback with your next job if you don't take the Giants job now?
It's a good question.
So, and what's the one thing that he hasn't had for quite some time now in Pittsburgh?
Quarterback.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Serge Vival asks, are the Rams still the NFC favorite? I don't know if they're like statistically or money-wise the favorite. In my mind, they're the favorite from the NFC.
I would still pick the Rams, yeah.
But they really cost themselves last week. Because now they have the same record as Seattle, and they still have to play in Seattle.
Yep.
So they don't have an easy road.
Well, but they've already beaten Seattle in L.A.
Right, but they're going to have to beat them again. And if they beat them again, then you know they're going to win this division.
Right. I mean, we also know how good Seattle is on the road. You're right. I mean, the chances of them sweeping the series. They also play Arizona twice, and they got the Falcons. So there's, I mean, potentially 3 wins there, too.
Right. TJ in the car. TJ, frenzy, go.
if the Buffalo Bills do not make the Super Bowl this year, is it finally time to get rid of Sean McDermott? Go Bills.
I think listen, I know it feels like if not now, then when, especially with how wide open the AFC is. But what's the better option? I mean, isn't that something you would wait to see what else is like?
Yeah, you want to see what's
available.
You're not going to hire a brand new coach, right? You're not going to hire like Jesse Minter or somebody like that. I wouldn't think.
It doesn't feel like it. I mean, that team needs to get to the Super Bowl.
They do. I mean, is that if you take? See, here's the thing, and this is what makes it so difficult. If you take the quarterback out of the equation, I know you can't, but like, is that a really good football team?
Does it matter?
I guess not. I don't know. It's a lot to be
when
put
you have
on.
Josh Allen, can't you figure it out?
How's he? I mean, look at that team.
I understand that.
Who are
but
the receivers that impress you on that club? Have they
Right,
built
but
the
if
right
I-
team around Josh Allen?
Okay, but if I asked you right now, Dave Rothenberg is the most coveted coaching candidate on the market, and the Giants' job is available, or the Bills' job is available. What job are you taking?
Bills.
Right.
Because they have the quarterback. I understand that, but I don't know that they've set McDermott and Allen up for ultimate success.
No, but I mean, McDermott's part of that. It's not just Brandon
Sure.
Beane making all those decisions by himself.
Well, what are they doing at receiver? I mean, who are their receivers right now?
Well, Keon Coleman did not work.
Okay. So Josh Palmer and some guy
Shakir,
Shavers and
Kincaid.
come on. I mean, the running back is good.
The running back is great. Kincaid is good. Dawson Knox is fine. They just don't have that. They don't have what Steph Diggs gave to them when he first got
And
there.
last year, it didn't affect them the way it has this year. Because this year's affected them very
Well,
negatively.
and on top of the fact their defense can't stop the run, too.
At
that
all.
doesn't help.
At all. Let's go to Dave in Jericho. Dave, you're on the frenzy.
I want to know why, Dave, you hate Caleb Williams so much. He got crushed in his rookie year with terrible coaching.
Okay, let me
and-
just answer the question. It's frenzy. It's quick moving, right? We don't need the whole spiel about it. I just don't think he's very good. This is not like a personal vendetta against Caleb Williams. I thought coming to the NFL he was going to be awesome. I loved him at USC. From what I have seen from him, he's very athletic. He's wildly inaccurate, and I just don't think he's good enough to ultimately win in this league. Is that a fair assessment, Rick?
Right now he's completing 58% of his passes.
Which is wildly low.
I don't even think that you needed to answer the question the way you answered the question. I think you could have easily answered the question just, did you hear what his coach just said? Right, we're winning in spite of our passing game.
Right.
Which
so
means
obviously
we're winning
the coach
in
has
spite.
some real issues with him as well. Ray, what do you have on YouTube over there?
All right, well, that was going to be one of the ones I asked, so I'll move to the other one. Ryan Popkins asked, will John Gruden ever coach again?
Yes.
How, and you guys won't know off the top of your head, how old do you think John Gruden is? 62?
He's got to be up there. John Gruden is six. Wow, oh my God, you are insane. You are insane. 62 years old.
62?
Wow.
I'm going to say no. Because at what point do you have to factor in the age? Like, are you going to hire a 65-year-old head coach?
He's going to get a college. He's going to get a job.
Oh, yes, I think that's realistic. If you're Penn State, well, I guess you can't if you're Penn State. You've already had such a scandal. You can't bring in John Gruden.
Would you be shocked if Brian Dable gets the Penn State job now?
No. I actually would like that for him and them. I think he's innovative offensively, and I think if you're a young quarterback, wouldn't you want to go play for Brian Dable?
I would, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to Corey in Greenwich. Corey, frenzy, go.
Your prediction right now, 3 or more coaches get fired at the end of the year.
3 or more? Oh, you've already
3 or more, or
but
3
you've already
more?
had coach firings.
2.
Right. So, Pete Carroll, could he get fired? Tennessee's already done it. Giants have already done it. Are the Saints going to do it? Kellen Moore going to get fired?
No, Kellen Moore's not going to get fired.
Right. Okay. So Kellen Moore's not going to get fired. Washington's not going to fire.
Cincinnati potentially.
Jets are not going to fire. Cincinnati could. 3 or more. I mean, you've already had 2. There's always 5 or more, right? Always. So I guess just based off that, I would say 3 or more will be fired. Yes.
I agree with you.
Let's go to Kyle in Albany. Kyle, frenzy, go.
Have the Eagles locked up the NFC East?
Yeah.
Now with the Cowboys' loss, probably.
Yeah. Not for any good work by them. Just the fact that the division is so awful outside of them.
They'd need to lose 3 more games.
You could have the Falcons. Falcons could fire the coach.
Yeah.
Cincinnati could. Cleveland might.
Cleveland might. Falcons might. Raiders could.
Miami might.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's still employed by the Dolphins right now.
He's kind of turned it around a little bit, though.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they keep winning games. He's not going to go anywhere. Darren in Newark. Darren, you're on the frenzy.
Do you think that even though the Jets have won a couple of games, that Aaron Glenn has definitively changed the team for the better?
No.
I
mean, I think you feel the same way. I still have real reservations about Aaron Glenn.
The only thing that will definitively change this thing for the better is the quarterback.
You have to get the quarterback.
I don't care how good the coach is. If you can't find the quarterback, you're going to still be a bad team.
Let's close it out with Andy and Dobbs Ferry, and then on the other side, I have a question for you. Andy, you're on the frenzy.
Hey, I was going to ask about McDaniel and the Dolphins, but you already talked about it. So how are the Mets going to replace 65 homers if they lose Alonso?
All right, this is what is the name of the segment, Rick?
Football Frenzy.
Football Frenzy. And he's asking
we took his question. In fairness to him, we took his question.
Oh, okay. There's only a million different topics in the NFL. You couldn't pivot?
I was his pivot.
His pivot was to a non-football question?
I'll give you a YouTube so we can close on.
Okay.
I'll give you two. One, C.G. Moore asked, which team is not making the playoffs, Chiefs or Ravens?
That's not a real name.
Well, it's the
C.G. Moore ass is not a real name.
It's just C.G. Moore.
Oh. Yeah, he said
Nothing
C.G.
more.
Moore asks.
Oh.
He didn't say C.G. Moore ass.
Get your head out the gutter. Answer the question.
You honestly, do you live with your head right in the gutter?
I swear I thought that's what he said. I wasn't even trying to be funny. I thought that's what he said.
That's what you wanted to hear. All right. What was
like
the
back
question?
in the day, me,
Chiefs or
Catherine,
Ravens
Mom
not
used to
making.
Smash.
Oh my God. Chiefs or Ravens not making the playoffs. Which one?
Chiefs.
Yeah, I would
Chiefs
say
can't
Chiefs
win the division.
also.
Chiefs can't win the division.
Right. I think the Chiefs get in. I think they both get in, but more likely to get in is probably the Ravens.
Want a meat stick?
I got one.
Last one, Ray.
Question asked by several people in the YouTube chat. Several people, and I mean multiple times in all caps. Where are the hats?
Oh.
I mean, how many more updates do you need?
You said
you want
it should be done by Friday.
It's Friday.
It's 8 o'clock on Friday. 8:45.
Listen, this is not my
at the
question.
goal
This is the
line?
people. This is the people
Yes,
asking.
we are at the goal line.
Do
Goal
you
line.
expect
We're
by
ready
the
to-
time we finish the show on Monday, people can get their hats?
I think there's a chance by early next week we go live, yeah.
Okay. All right. So this can still be Hanukkah Christmas gifts for people.
Yes.
Okay. Because that seems to be a big topic of conversation. All right. Very nice job by everybody involved. 800-919-3776. Get to more of your calls. And something Rich Cimini said struck a chord with me. I will ask Rick that question next. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
It's Championship Saturday, and the Wiz has you covered. Number 1 Ohio State takes on number 2 Indiana in a Big Ten showdown. Plus, SEC powerhouses collide when Georgia takes on Alabama. Join one of the nation's top sports betting analysts, Joe Wiz, on the Fine Line Saturday at 8 a.m. In college hoops, St. John's takes on Ole Miss at the Garden. And in the NFL, it's do or die for Kansas City as they host the Texans. Follow the Wiz on Instagram at Joe Wiz Sports. It's the best bet in town. The Fine Line with the Wiz, Saturday morning at 8. Be ready to win.
Holiday cheer starts here. Stop by participating Optimum stores through December 20th for giveaways and Saturday visits with Santa and friends. Visit Optimum.com/Santa to learn more.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery rankings.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Dade, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Big 9 o'clock hour on the horizon. We have our picks. I'm down to 4, by the way. 4 picks, and I'll eliminate 1 over the next 40 minutes. And then, of course, we have the plays of the week, which is just sensational. People pine for that. So Rich Cimini said something, and I thought it was somewhat noteworthy, Rick. Did you hear what he said about the whole quarterback situation with the Jets? All right, so we'll get to Rick's reaction. But before we get to Rick's reaction, let's sit here and let's listen to what Rich said when I asked him a question about, are we still planning to take a quarterback in the 26th draft?
I'm not as sold on that as I was a couple of weeks ago. I think they're open to waiting to 27. There's so many variables. I mean, we don't even know if, Dante Moore or Ty Simpson will declare for this year's draft. You hear mixed things on that. It could be a 1-quarterback draft, in which case, look, we know the Jets are they're definitely not going to be picking first, probably not going to be in the top 3 or 4. Are they going to trade and make the trade that Carolina made a couple of years ago, going from 8 to 1 to get Bryce Young? They gave up how many number ones and DJ Moore and picks? Are the Jets going to give up that to move up for Fernando Mendoza? I'd be skeptical of that. So I do think the 27 thing is definitely in the conversation now in terms of when they go for the quarterback.
All right, I will say this. You can't force a quarterback. If you don't like Mendoza and you don't like anybody else that's available, I guess that's what you have to do. I hear that. I don't know how you feel. I mean, you're the Jets fan. That's like deflating to me. So now I'm going to have to go through another season where I'm not very good and hope I'm bad enough to be able to get the quarterback, and hopefully those quarterbacks have good years in college next year to be worthy of being taken in the top few picks of the draft. It's just
whoa.
Now I'm punting so many things down the road.
No. There is no chance that after I don't know how many wins, we got 3 now. Call it, Phil. What do you want to call it? He thinks they'll beat Miami 4 or 5 wins, so 5 and 12. That you can hope to have another bad season to then draft the quarterback.
Well, so then play this
the
through
3 first-round picks. That's how.
So okay, fine. That's fine. Like we said, you would trade every pick you have for the next 5 years if it means you're going to land the quarterback. But are you okay punting on until 27 if there's someone you like in this draft? If you don't like him, you don't like him. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I just don't know how. I don't know if that's in the best interest of Aaron Glenn in this coaching staff. To have to punt, to bring in whoever. It sounds like that they're going to upgrade from Tyrod Taylor. I don't know who that is. Is it Marcus Mariota? Is it Mac Jones? Whoever it ends up being. But if you have another bad season, there's no patience here. People already don't know people already don't think Aaron Glenn is a good coach. I mean, I think some people are coming around now. But if you follow it up with another bad season, so say you win 5 more games. Now you've won 10 games in 2 seasons. You're going to feel good about Aaron Glenn now drafting a quarterback?
Listen, I guess it'll be how does it look? Like you have 2 first-round picks. Are those guys like big contributors? Are they really good players? Is it look a little cleaned up? Are you winning a game in the first?
Did it help? Did it help Brian Dable? And they got the quarterback right.
No, it didn't. But they also blew games in an epic fashion.
Well, okay, but who's to say? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you have a guy who wins 4 or 5 games, follows it up with another season where he wins 4 or 5 games to then draft the quarterback. I mean, how long does this guy like?
Well, that's my point, and that's what would seem so deflating. So this year's been well, you're coming off 2 other years that were awful, right? The 2 Aaron Rodgers years have been horrendous, correct? Yep. And this year has been horrendous.
Yes.
If you don't take a quarterback, even if you do, it might be bad. But if you don't take a quarterback, is next year going to be most likely horrendous?
Probably not great. No,
okay.
Depending on who you bring in.
You can't imagine being 500 or better next year, right?
I'd have to wait to see what happens during the offseason.
Fair.
In all
but
honesty.
I'm just saying, like, at what point do you actually start to make a move to get better? So this year bad with Glenn. Next year could be bad with Glenn. Then I'm going to go a 3rd year with Glenn and not win games that year. So now it's going to be year 4 before I even have a chance to win with Aaron Glenn?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to let him go, if you have 2 bad years and then you let him draft the quarterback, then yeah, I mean, if you want to do it the right way, you're going to give him at least probably 2 more years.
At least.
So now you're 4 years into it.
Right. And then also, by the way, you have to now hit on the quarterback that you take not even next season.
Right, but just know that win against the Falcons that everyone's so excited about will carry over to next season and the culture and momentum and everything else. Because no, it won't. It won't, and if it costs you the ability to trade to get to get the quarterback, or now it's too expensive to get up to the quarterback, then we'll go another year with whoever you name, Mariota, whoever it ends up being.
Right, which is going to lead you to 5 or 6 wins, and what happens next year if you're in love with Dante Moore? He has a great season, and now you win 6 games, and you pick 9th. Now you're going to trade 3 ones to move up and get him?
Yeah,
but you know what? If there's a team that needs that guy to be their quarterback, it doesn't matter what you offer them. They're not going to move out and let you take that guy.
No, you went through it. No, I mean, it turned out well for you. It didn't turn well for Brian Day. I mean, it didn't turn out well for Brian Dable.
Right, but I mean, I wanted Jaden Daniels. Giants wanted him. Sorry. Doesn't matter what you offer. You can't get him. We're going to take him. Drake May.
May.
Yeah. Right, doesn't matter what you offer. You can't get him. So now I have to go into next season hoping to lose games, hoping to get the quarterback.
And if you think about it and how similar the situations could be, is that year they had to wait ultimately cost Brian Dable his job. Because had that worked and you drafted like Drake May's the guy, whoever the guy.
In year 2, you got to figure, unless he just was so awful of a coach that he couldn't figure out his way out of anything, that you would have had a better record this season. Yes.
Well, but not even this year. That year, whenever that quarterback decided he was going to play him, the way he handled Jaxson Dart has success and looks good, right? Like, I mean, you don't have a full year of being really bad, right? Like, I mean, he's actually built up some equity, so people can't like. People were just ready to get him. They were ready to be done with Brian Dable. So if you don't have that another full year of being terrible, and you got the excitement of a young quarterback, and then like you just said, year 2, you get something similar to what Drake May is doing now. Brian Dable's getting an extension.
Yeah, probably.
Like, he's not losing his job. So if Aaron Glenn has
no conversation of that, it's just like, how long can you wait?
Well, but you know what's going to happen too, though. Here's what's going to happen. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen if what you just said happens. They win 4 or 5 games this year. Follow it up. Don't draft the quarterback, because the last thing you want to do is be desperate and just draft the quarterback.
Which I do agree with, yes.
All right, 1,000%. They end up winning another 5 games, whatever it is. Now they decide we're going to draft the quarterback. Team's not very good. Quarterback flashes a little bit. And now it's been 2 years and a bit of Aaron Glenn not being a great head coach, not having many results. And then everyone says, "Oh, you know what this young quarterback needs? He needs a fancy offensive-minded head coach.
He needs an offensive-minded head coach is what he needs."
And then you'll hire the whoever the flavor of the month is, offensive coordinator wise, and Aaron Glenn will be fired.
Yeah, I was shocked, and I thought it had to be discussed what Rich said, because I mean, to punt it another year down the road.
That's a possibility though, because you got the 3 first-round picks in 27.
I know it's a possibility, but here's the thing: would you not say if maybe Mendoza balls out tomorrow against unbelievable defense, it leads them on an epic journey to a national championship, or wins and looks great? Wouldn't you mortgage part of those 3 first-round picks if you love him to go get him this year?
If you love him.
If you love him.
If you love him, yeah. But that's also dependent on maybe another team not loving him.
Yes.
Because now, I mean, you could have a team like whoever, New Orleans, or pick a team that finishes with less wins than you. Say you win a couple more games here, and now the idea of going from 1 to wherever the Jets are at isn't nearly as enticing as going from 1 to wherever the Saints are at, plus whatever the Saints are offering.
Yeah, I kind of think if you need a quarterback, winning games is probably not in your best interest.
What do you mean? You might not think. Of course, it's not in your best interest.
Well, that's what they're doing now, and Rich thinks they're going to win this week.
Well, but that's not. It's no one's fault.
Games.
It's no one's fault, though.
No, I'm not placing blame. I'm just saying, like, as a fan, it's like it's crushing to think that you might have more years of this.
Right, but that is the disconnect when you have the conversation and people get mad at you when you start talking about losing games. The players aren't trying. We know the players aren't trying to lose. I get it. I played. We're not never trying to lose. We're not throwing games. The conversation is you'd rather lose, though.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
No one's saying just tank. I'm not saying they coach the tank or players tank. It's just the reality is the win's meaningless.
It is. Oh, God. I hope they get their quarterback this offseason. All right, let's take a break. Come back. Week 14 in the NFL. We break a lot of it down. We do it next with you, DNR, ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even
at
getting
Uline,
on the couch
they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Gotham City football is coming. Be at MetLife Stadium for Week 14 as the New York Jets face the Miami Dolphins for the team's first ever rivalries game on Sunday, December 7th at 1 p.m., presented by Avery Dennison. Fans in attendance will receive a Rivalries rally towel while supplies last. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurance insurances are accepted, that's SandwellPayne.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Joe and Ocean Gate.
It brings me back to my 12-year-old self where I had one of those posters that had all different shapes and size bosoms. My favorite one was the bodacious. I'm more of a,
Oh, no, please. Oh,
Okay,
we're good.
Thank you, Joe.
What is happening?
Thank you, Joe, for the phone call.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Tell me you guys weren't wondering that.
RJ, how you doing? RJ, stuff you missed.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour. A lot of football to do. What was the reason he said it brought me back to my 12-year-old self, though? Like, how did we even get into that?
I think he just wanted to tell us about the poster.
About the poster?
I think
But
that's
this is
it.
a guy that's like I think well into his 40s. Why was this something that needed to be discussed today?
I think he said he was married 22 years.
It's a better question for him. Time of his life at 12 years old that he fondly remembers, wanted to get back to that. I don't know.
Right. Listen, we all have those.
But why would
moments.
you want to get back there? Said your wife was a smoke
Yeah,
show.
he spent his wife as a smoke show, and he's got kids that he adores. Was he
Yeah,
pining
but
for like illustrations on his wall?
Red flag.
That 12-year-old year, that was the year, fellas.
That was the big year for him.
That was the big year. Come home day after playing with all your buddies, and then you walk into your room, and then just beautiful breast chart just right there on the wall.
Oh, boy. All right. So, anyway, let's get to the football. Last night, we all got to enjoy the Cowboys getting their doors blown off by the...
You know what?
What?
No.
What?
I'm going to keep it to myself.
What did I say?
We all didn't enjoy that.
Oh, okay. Most of the
You
country...
did.
You would agree that most of the country hates the Cowboys, right?
Sure.
Well, what would you say? I mean, Cowboys fans love the team.
Okay, but that's not what you said.
Okay. Let me rephrase it. Most of the football fans that watched the game last night got to thoroughly enjoy the Cowboys getting thumped and, for all intents and purposes, ending their season.
Thank you.
The Lions put up a glorious 44 points, Rick.
Thank you. Be honest. That's all I
You're very
ask.
welcome.
That's all he wants. Don't play the game. You weren't happy. You were thrilled.
I was thrilled. I am thrilled.
It made your Thursday night.
It absolutely did. It gave me such
I love the
enjoyment
way
to
he
watch
plays because I think
to watch that.
I got to
Such
tell you,
enjoyment.
too, though. Speaking of Cowboys and former Cowboys head coaches, Mike McCarthy likes him some Jaxson Dart.
He does like Jaxson Dart. Okay, well, let me ask you this: how many? I get emails all the time. You think he's good? He's not very good. He's totally overrated, and this whole thing is not real. How many coaches that are looking for jobs do you think look at Jaxson Dart and say, "I don't like what he has"?
I don't think many.
Right. I mean, he's really good.
He's really good. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that concerns you is just, his...
That's right.
Him getting hurt. That's it. And the longevity of his career. Or like, as Mike McCarthy said, his availability, which is the number one thing. I mean, it is, man. I mean, you took it for granted for so many years. Right? I mean, the fact that Eli Manning was available every single game.
The guy never missed a start. He never, ever missed a start. There was a season, I don't know, early on in his career where he had a bad ankle injury, and he just continued to play through it. He never missed a start. So, yeah, we were spoiled for such a long time.
But as a head coach, man, I mean, to have that guy every week, especially now when you look at the NFL and all these quarterbacks that get hurt consistently. Like, how many starting quarterbacks this year have missed time?
How many haven't?
It's a short list.
I mean, look at the great. I mean, Lamar Jackson missed time.
Yep.
Joe Burrow missed time.
Yep. C.J. Stroud's missed time.
C.J. Stroud's missed time. So Stafford has not.
Nope.
Allen has not.
Mm-mm.
Dak has not.
Dak made me nervous yesterday, though. One of his offensive linemen fell on his leg and he kind of limped off the field.
Oh, I did not like that.
Yeah.
Did not like that at all.
He's really good, and he's a really good pocket passer. He's at the point now where he escaped pressure last night and like jogged his way downfield and out of bounds.
Yeah, there was no sense of real urgency. He was just going to get the first down and get out of bounds.
Right, but it looked like he could have probably gotten an extra 5 yards if he had actually busted it downfield.
Right, but who wants to take a hit?
Oh, okay.
That's what you're trying to teach the young quarterback.
I think he definitely got hurt on that play.
He definitely got hurt. He was definitely not. I mean, he definitely got nicked up on that play. Absolutely,
tough guy. But yeah, I mean, with the amount of injuries, but I mean, it's so violent. That's why they make all these stupid rules that you can't hit the quarterback like this, and you can't, touch them here, and you can't do this.
Keep going through it. Now, this is not the best quarterbacks in the league, but Cleveland, right? Quarterback missed time. Minnesota quarterback missed time. Baker Mayfield got nicked up.
So obviously the Giants, right?
Daniel Jones is playing with a broken leg.
It's unbelievable.
Aaron Rodgers playing with a broken wrist and a broken nose.
Right, and he missed time.
Jordan Love's been healthy. Caleb Williams has been healthy. Arizona, quarterback out. Right?
Right.
Kyler Murray's out.
Did we mention San Francisco?
San Francisco, same thing.
Yeah, right. Brock Purdy missed a lot of time.
Justin Herbert's playing with a broken hand.
If you don't prioritize having a really good backup quarterback in this league, you're making a massive mistake.
The problem is there's not a lot of really good backups.
You say that. I think there's a decent amount of good backups.
You said there's not a lot, though. How many? Name the great backups.
I mean, we'd have to go, I think Jameis Winston's a great backup. I think Marcus Mariota's a great backup.
Okay, keep going. Tyrod Taylor's a pretty good backup.
The teams.
Tyrod Taylor's a pretty good backup.
I don't even know who the Cowboys' backup quarterback is. I think the Bears probably have I think
Joe Milton
to be who is? Yeah, no, forget about him. I think the Bears have a good backup quarterback. Clearly, the Vikings do not. Like the Niners have a good backup quarterback.
Okay, that's 6.
I mean, I'd have to sit here and go through every single team. But some teams I don't think have a good starting quarterback, so how could they have a good backup quarterback?
Right, well, and then that's also a problem. But I'm just saying, again, there is a reason why that quarterback's the backup quarterback. And, yeah, he's good for a couple games. Like, he can get you through a couple games. But the reality is, the reason why he's backing up is because he's not close. He's not as good as your starting quarterback.
I agree with that. I think the Jets have a good backup quarterback.
And I think that when you talk about a salary cap sport and you have this much money invested in the quarterback, which means that you'll have deficiencies in other places. The reason why I can get away with this is because I got Josh Allen. Well, if Josh Allen misses an extended period of time and you go with a backup, guess what's going to get exposed now? Even worse.
Big time. But the two things you need to be aware of and you can't be cheap and or stupid with is the backup quarterback, and I think now it's pretty evident, the kicker.
Kicker's a weapon.
That Aubrey, man, he is unbelievable.
The one looked like he almost missed it and then hooked back there at the very end, but it's so easy. It looks so, and then when he kicks it, it's like, what did he kick, a 57-yarder last night?
Oh, 57? He kicked something in the 60s last night, didn't he?
And it looks like it's going to be good it could be good from 70.
I think he kicked, what was it, Ray? 61 he hit last
63,
night?
I think he
63, yeah.
Casually.
No problem.
He hits casually field goals that people could not hit at all.
And
you wouldn't try. That you wouldn't try.
Right, well, they never used to try. They get to like the other 48, and it's like, all right, they're within field goal range for this guy. Now
it's kind of a crutch though now because they and you saw it last night. They took situations where I think they could have been more aggressive and they weren't aggressive enough. And I think
just to take the 3.
Just to take the 3.
The thing is, he's so great, and I would never stand in the way of saying how great he is. Something is really wrong where when you get to midfield, you're on the verge of or in field goal range, like. That's not supposed to be what the game is.
No, it's not. But, I mean, again, these smart teams, and I would say just having someone like Aubrey, how could you not take advantage of it, though?
No, they're not doing anything wrong. Nothing wrong. I'm just saying, Ray, I'm interested in your viewpoint of this. I mean, I know it benefits you guys tremendously. Do you enjoy watching 65-yard field goals where you get to midfield and now you're in field goal range?
I'm the wrong person to ask because, like you said, it's benefiting my team when he does it. I'll put it on. I'll put the show on the other foot because last night one of the other issues that Dallas really had was their special teams coverage. Their kick coverage was terrible.
That was brutal.
It's like the Lions were averaging starting around midfield. I think their longest touchdown drive was 57 yards, which is ridiculous. At one point in the game, I just let Aubrey boot it out of the end zone. Just let
him start the 35.
Yeah, because they could not stop them. I don't know what the hell happened.
They averaged almost 33 yards a kick return.
So
it was terrible.
So, but that's to your point about where the kickoff rules are. But I don't know, how do you fix that, Dave? How do you fix that? Because obviously
I don't have
they
the
want
solution for you right now.
They want kickoff returns to be part of the game again, right? And with how strong these guys' legs are and how easy it is take the touchback. Okay, you had the old rules. You start at the 20.
The K-ball has to be something. I mean, it has to do something with the K-ball also.
I don't dispute that the K-ball has a little bit of an effect, but also these kickers are actually athletes now. Back in the day, it was just a guy who used to kick a soccer ball around. It's like, okay, he didn't do anything else. It's this little 5'5" guy. He can kick the ball maybe 40 yards, but that's all you need.
But a guy would line up for a 43-yard field goal. You'd be like, oof. I hope we can make this. The Giants won a Super Bowl when Scott Norwood missed a 47-yard field goal, which at the time you thought, that's a tough kick. A long field goal. Mm-hmm. If you don't make consistently 47-yard field goals, you're not kicking in this league.
But the point I'm making now is like these kickers and punters, they actually play like positions in high school football. They were quarterbacks or running backs. Some guys were linebackers. Like they're
it's not
actual
the Zendejas
athletes.
brothers that are your kickers now in the NFL.
Correct. Well, yeah.
Some guys are hair models.
Oh, my guy. My guy's got to get a Head and Shoulders sponsorship with that hair. Every time
he's not good enough.
He's a 9-yard punt on the sideline. He's all of a sudden it's like Cheryl Teague's on the side, like running his hand through his hair and everything.
I don't think he would qualify as good enough to get a Head and Shoulders endorsement.
I don't know. Tell me you couldn't see. And then they told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends, and now I don't have.
And now what do you do? Would he try to punt a bottle of shampoo to someone and shank it?
Yeah, I would miss it. Like, let me kick this over to you, and then all of a sudden he can't.
Oh man.
God, he drives me insane. I don't know why. I want to fight that guy.
I think I know why.
Your kicker almost got him killed last week.
Well, yeah, when he just stopped short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ball moved.
Mike McCarthy, we mentioned him and the love that he has for Jaxson Dart. Here's a little more from McAfee.
I love the way he plays because I think when I evaluate quarterbacks, you look at the in-the-pocket ability versus the out-of-pocket. And what he does naturally, you can't teach. I mean, his ability to make plays with his feet, whether it's stepping up in the A or B gap and coming out off the movement stuff. So, I mean, just the fact that they run him on so many design quarterback runs tells you what the coaching staff thinks of him. So those are all benefits, but it's the in-the-pocket stuff is always the last thing that is, I always felt the drop-back phase is always the real challenge for the guys in the National Football League. So the fact that he is so productive out of the pocket naturally, he just has to be smarter because the real challenge is beating teams from in the pocket. This is a 2-minute league. I mean, you look at the games, especially you get the playoffs. 98% of these games come down to the last series of the game. So that quarterback has to win from the pocket to start off with. This young man has an extremely bright future. I mean, I think every quarterback coach in the United States would love to coach this guy, just the way he plays. But he's got to be conscious of his availability.
All right, so a couple things. Firstly, you think that was any kind of let me throw a trial balloon and let everyone know how much I love on McAfee's show? Let Giants brass know that I would love that job.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if that was part of a discussion they had before having him on the show.
Right, team me up because he also is that the Giants brass is bothered that he takes the punishment he takes, and McCarthy fell right in line with that too. He's got to figure it out. He's got to be smarter. He's got to learn how to not take those hits. So what he said in that minute-long clip was probably poetry to the ears of what the Giants are thinking.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I don't think he would be a bad hire. Is he a sexy hire? No, he's not a sexy hire. And I'm sure there are people call up, like if you open the phones now and ask the question, they'd be like, no, I don't want Mike McCarthy. Because they feel like Mike McCarthy has a ceiling.
The only caution I would give you is having had Mike McCarthy coach my team, he's already proven he's a guy who will say what is necessary to get a job or land himself in a certain situation. He's already proven that.
That kind of sounded like what yesterday's soundbite was, right? Is that he was really pumping.
Oh, he was politicking for the job, 100%.
Yeah, well, remember how he spent all that time, going over tape.
Yeah, living in the barn, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Time off. Which also, at the time when he said it, was kind of like spit in the face of the other reports that during his time in Green Bay while they were having meetings, he was getting massages.
The massage thing? Right, right.
Whereas Coach, I think he's on the table.
It's at massage time. You could do a lot worse than Mike McCarthy, though.
Yeah, well, I was going to say his floor. But you also know where his floor is. So, you run the risk of one of these guys that's never coached before where, yeah, it looks like he could have this incredible ceiling, but he also has the potential to have a really low floor. Like Anthony Richardson, talent-wise,
right,
could have an unbelievable ceiling, but he could also have a very low floor.
Right, what goes through the floor. So Ray, let me ask you this now. You, and understandably, and I know why you do, you hate the Giants. McCarthy was your coach. You want to see the Giants continue to fail. If you found out the Giants hired Mike McCarthy, would you be pleased that they were going in the wrong direction, or do you think to yourself, you know what, this is going to start them in the right direction?
Well, see, I don't think hiring him necessarily puts you in the wrong direction because the Giants are in the wrong direction, right? They almost
does it continue you down the wrong path, or does it all of a sudden start to equate to wins and meaningful football games?
I think if you give him if he has a good roster, you'll find that level of success that you guys have talked about with him. You'll be a team that's at least in playoff contention, which is kind of what you're going for, right? That's what you want.
Yeah, I want to compete. Yes,
but you'd really have to have a good roster, and I would caution that the success that he did have in Dallas did have a pretty decent roster, and I felt in recent years the drafting was not as good. Now Dallas has Jerry, so that's there, and they also have Will McClay is supposed to be the guy who's in charge of that. But the one of the bigger flaws of Jerry that doesn't get talked about is I think he gives his coaches too much power in their personnel in terms of like drafting and stuff. Like they have a lot of say in the room. I don't know that I want Mike McCarthy making those type of decisions.
Yeah, I think that's fair. As a head coach, is he a good head coach?
He has good concepts. He's very good for a quarterback's development. Boy, and you know this because I would complain about it all the time. Boy, he would drive me insane on game day. He drove me insane, and you know that.
No, I certainly do. We got to get to stuff you missed. We'll do that in a moment. This is bad news. This comes from Ian Rappaport. I don't know if you guys saw this. Brian Branch is feared to have suffered an Achilles injury at the end of that game where they kind of helped him off the field last night. He'll undergo further tests today, but that would be really just crushing news for Detroit.
What's going on with all these Achilles, man? I was watching I've been doing a lot of research into like just the type of training that everyone's doing now.
Right.
To work on like speed, explosiveness, and everything else. And there's a lot of the stuff I'm seeing where it's like your ability to like kind of like absorb force and then kind of explode off of it. So like you jump off something and then you would kind of absorb that force and then pop back up.
Right.
And then some of the other stuff where it's like you're doing these like squat, they say it's like a one leg on a bench squat and you're consistently like landing on your toe. Like it's gonna make you more explosive. It's gonna increase like your power through your calf and your foot and everything else. But I'm wondering how much of that training during the offseason
it's got to be something with the training, right? Because I mean, unless I'm mistaken, did we ever have
not like this
Achilles injuries like this in like the 60s, 70s, 80s?
No, I just don't think that athletes and listen, they're trying to do the right thing because they want to get better and they're trying to get more explosive and faster and everything else. But it's almost like the human body is not meant to be as fast and strong and explosive as these guys are. Like you just can't. It can't. It's like a Ferrari. Like if you run a Bugatti at full speed, you're gonna burn the tires out. It's like these guys are actually like it's just too.
It's too much.
Too finely tuned.
Yeah. RJ.
Hi.
Art. You know what I'm thinking now because I don't like to steal people's thunder.
Okay.
Unlike some people on the show.
All right.
Did you have that in the stuff you missed?
The Brian Branch?
Yeah.
No, I did.
Okay, great.
Well, I had the list of players that left the game that are of concern, but I didn't have that update, so that's great.
Okay, good. So I'm glad because I'm thinking maybe you had that as maybe your lead story and I stole it from you because I would never want to do that ever to someone.
Wow. No, we're working.
Speaking of stuff you missed, RJ, your secret little diabolical plan at SUNY Cortland. Didn't work.
You're still passing, huh?
Got my certificate yesterday, baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
New York State Department of Education. Signed and delivered.
Done deal.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself?
Like Rodney Dangerfield, back to school, baby.
The Triple Lindy.
Triple Lindy's.
Look at you.
I'd like to thank everyone that supported me through this journey. Dave, Ray, my family, all my friends. I would thank Brian, but apparently he's not my friend anymore. Mike Green deserves
newly acquired Mike Green. Yep.
Yeah. John Winthrop, I think, deserves quite a bit of credit. There's one man that has done nothing but try to stand in my way, so I'm not going to mention his name. He's a small fella, but I'll leave it at that.
RJ?
I'm glad you've committed one semester at BU in the last 3 weeks to this degree.
I said something to someone over at school, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm working on my postgrad." They're like, "Well, you didn't really graduate yet."
Hey, if you can paper over that and just zoom right past it, power to you.
You don't have your undergraduate yet.
Who needs it?
He's getting his graduate degree.
It's overrated.
Nobody's a stickler for the details. Anyway, RJ.
Hi.
RJ.
Hi.
There you are. You want to do the stuff that you missed?
That'd be great.
Why don't you go ahead with
now?
Walk up three-pointer. He got it.
See ya.
Put it in the box.
The you missed.
Oh, that's right. So, you know about Brian Branch. You probably saw CeeDee Lamb. He is in concussion protocol after that game. Jahmyr Gibbs, by the way, tied Barry Sanders. Most touchdowns to a player's first 3 seasons ever. Lions get that big win over the Cowboys, as you guys covered in great detail. Update on Jalen Carter. He is out for the Eagles on Monday Night Football on ESPN. He has injuries to both shoulders, not just one but 2.
Oh, my God.
So he's out against the Chargers. And Darius Slay, staying in the state of Pennsylvania, was waived by the Steelers, claimed by the Bills, said he's not reporting. So he's unsure of his NFL future.
He's going to retire.
By the way, just to let you know, Jahmyr Gibbs is 23 still.
We talk about the running back market. Got a feeling that probably looking to reset that here coming up shortly. He checks all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's young, so the age is not a concern.
He's young, he's athletic, he's great in the passing game. He's got all the things you would look for.
They're going to pay for that contract, literally.
Okay. I mean, he deserves that contract.
No, I agree. I'm curious if they'll push back at all because there were stories out there that because I believe they traded back in that draft and then still took Gibbs. That even if they couldn't trade back from wherever they were, like in the top 10, they were still going to take him. So that
I was just going to ask you. This is his third year, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so. Kalen DeBoer. So this was interesting. I've read this in a couple places that Penn State was really making a push for him, which is interesting considering he coaches at Alabama, but he denies that he's leaving Alabama. Elsewhere, it feels like we have some of this every day. James Madison is hiring ex-Florida coach Billy Napier. Cal has hired
That's a really good job, though. I'm surprised they would want Billy Napier for that job.
It is a good job.
He just failed at Florida, right?
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he did.
So you're hiring a guy who, granted, he coached at a big school, but he failed at that job. And James Madison's a team that's probably going to be a playoff team. I don't know. I wouldn't be thrilled with that.
Cal, they have hired Oregon's defensive coordinator. Tosh Lupoy is their next head coach as the coaching staff at Oregon continues to get raided. Kansas State hires their former quarterback, Colin Klein, who was a lot of fun to watch. He'll be their next head coach. Update on Giannis. You've probably heard it by now. He's out 2 to 4 weeks with that calf strain. What's interesting about that, 2 to 4 weeks takes us to December 15th, and that is the big day to keep an eye on because any player that signed this past offseason can be traded on that day. Lauri Markkanen scored 30. Utah used a big fourth quarter. They beat the Nets 123-110. Noah Clowney, nice game with 29. Nets had their 2-game losing streak snapped in a game Michael Porter Jr. did not play in.
RJ?
Yeah?
Where did Noah Clowney go to college?
Oh, yes, Miss, yesterday.
Come on.
Alabama.
There you go.
Another streak.
You are something.
Yeah, U.S. Miss yesterday.
I asked you today because I thought you'd, of course, know it.
That was troubling. LeBron James had a streak snapped as well. He had scored double digits in 1,297 straight games. That streak is over. So he had the ball in his hands in a tie game late. And he kicked the ball to the corner to Rui Hachimura, who hit a game-winning 3 to beat the Raptors. And there goes the streak, but they pick up a W to the Lakers.
So that streak has gone on since I think I saw 2007.
Yeah, Bill Cowher was the Steelers head coach.
And the thing to me that's the most remarkable thing is only 24 players in the history of the NBA have played in that many games.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of LeBron stats like that I don't know if this is his final year, but whenever we get to that point, I doubt it is. Speaking of ending, the ending of the Sixers-Warriors game was awesome. So Tyrese Maxey airballed a shot that would have taken the lead for the Sixers. They're down 1. VJ Edgecombe, who's a really good player for them, caught it and went back up with it, laid it in. Sixers now lead by 1 with under a second left. I think it was 0.9 seconds. Leaking out was D'Anthony Melton in his first game back for the Warriors. Ball bounces. He grabs it, goes to lay it in, which would have then given the Warriors the win. But that same Tyrese Maxey who airballed a shot was trailing and blocked it off the backboard for the win. Really, it's pretty wild last 7 seconds. Draymond Green also injured his foot in that game. He left in the second quarter. Cavs were fined $250,000 as the NBA steps up their fine game for arresting Darius Garland in a national TV game against the Raptors. Some hockey, Artemi Panarin, goal and assist. He reaches 900 career NHL points. Rangers, really nice win. NHL leading 12th game they've won on the road to 4-2 win against the Sens. Matt Barzal, goal, 2 assists. Islanders, great win. Ended the Colorado Avalanche's 17-game point streak.
That's amazing.
They double
what
them up.
Win.
Yeah, at UBS. Connor McDavid, 13th career hat trick, ties Mark Messier for 4th all-time in Oilers history. Edmonton dismantles the Kraken 9-4, and the Lightning signed Ryan McDonough to a 3-year, $12 million contract extension. Little baseball, Ron Washington, he's signing on to be not the manager, but an assistant on the San Francisco Giants coaching staff. Pirates send starter Johan Oviedo to the Red Sox in a 5-player trade. Gennady Golovkin, Antonio Tarver, and Nigel Benn headline boxing's 2026 Hall of Fame class. And we don't do this often, but I think this is worthy. Anthony Brander, who is chief, he handles all the cooking at our event every year at Citi Field. It's his son's birthday I saw tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So happy birthday to Austin.
So he didn't say to you, can you mention it? You saw it and took it upon yourself and wanted to mention it.
It was, sometimes we have a little back and forth.
Nice.
He said, oh, by the way, it's my son's birthday tomorrow. And he does so much at that event, I think he deserves it.
He does do a lot of work.
Happy birthday. That's awesome.
Happy birthday. You don't know his son's name, RJ, do you?
Austin.
Austin?
Yeah.
That's nice. Happy birthday, Austin.
316.
There you go. I even got that reference.
Good for you.
That's funny. All right, so Jefferson in the YouTube chat put up a poll. What percent of Giants fans would you say would welcome Mike McCarthy as the next head coach?
I'll go with 62%.
Raymond?
I would say 55% yes.
RJ?
I'm going to take the under. I'll take 50, but I'll take it to the under.
All right, Rick, you win. 72% of Giants fans would welcome Mike McCarthy as the next head coach.
Oh, the bar is low.
Yeah. Well, because we were so defeated. So you look at him as competent.
Right, the man speaks Latin.
Competent.
He speaks Latin. He's
That's
won a
right.
Super Bowl. And we could seize
he probably has many degrees.
Yeah, and we could seize everything.
Carpe omnia. Seize everything.
Everything.
Giants fans just want to see something.
Can we seize anything? Forget about seize everything. Can we seize anything? How do you say that in Latin?
I hope he brings the Austin Powers moments to practice. That'd be great.
Just go win some games. All right.
Seize some things.
Mojo
Seize
moments, he called
anything. Let's break.
Not
Come
kidding.
back.
I'm not making that up.
What? I'm trying to go to break, and you're just babbling here. What are you saying now?
The Mojo moments. Those will be in Giants practice in East Rutherford.
Okay, great. You want to send it to break?
Go ahead, Dave.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. We'll come back with our picks. Raymond's already 0-1 because the stinky Cowboys lost last night. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, for the final time on the week, let's see what's happening on the roads. And here she is, the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the football and go Jets. Guys, let's see what's going on 280 westbound bumper to bumper getting out toward exit 13 in Newark. It's right lane construction. Pascack Valley line of New Jersey Transit, a 30-minute delay. 7 trains we're still seeing delays because of a switching malfunction. Alternate side in effect. It's a gridlock alert day. Bruckner Boulevard East by the Hunts Point Drawbridge. Accident investigation. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
And away we go, DNR with you, ESPN New York, and now it gets fun. Now we make our football picks, and then we hand it over to Ray, who does the plays of the week, which are elite, elite, elite. All right, take a breath. I know this stresses you out. You ready to go, Rick?
I'm not even stressed.
No stress?
No stress.
Really? You feel conviction in your picks this week?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Raymond, fire it up.
Win 18! Win 18! NFL picks.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs and lay the net.
Of DNR.
All right, here we go. Time for our picks presented by Amazon Pickup. Now we call in RJ to give us the updated standings. What we do know is Raymond did not win last night with the Cowboys plus the 3. RJ?
So he did not, but that does not factor into who gets control of the board because,
Right.
Dave, you, Raymond, and myself went 2-1 last week, so we go back a week further, and that would be where we find Raymond back-to-back 2-1 weeks. He's 0-1 this week, but he controls the board.
What's his record, though? Can we get records
give us
first?
everyone's record, please, RJ.
19-21 is where Raymond is. We both entered the week, he and I, at 19-20, which is where you find me. Rick is more of a hockey 500 at 18-3. Dave, 16-23.
All right, so it's close. It's close.
Everybody's separated by 3 wins.
Okay. All right. Ray, apparently you controlled the board, so up to you.
I may as well
RJ, you were 19-20?
Oh, my goodness.
That's
Sorry,
right.
Okay. Dave was 16-23.
That's right.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah,
Get it?
I got it written
Got it?
down, yeah.
Good. All right.
Go team.
May as well continue the embarrassment. I'm already 0-1. And I went with the underdog. I kind of regret it. But I don't think it's going to change my strategy. I've been looking at these games all week. Washington going to Minnesota. Vikings somehow favored by 1.5, even though they don't have a quarterback. Jaden Daniels is a full participant in practice. I believe that means he's going to play. Listen, it's not a Jaxson Dart situation. It's not a concussion. It's his left. Yes, it's his left arm. It was in pretty bad shape, but I think he's going to go.
It was in a different shape.
Yeah, it was actually in a different
They did
shape.
origami with the guy's left arm.
The commies you see, they're playing hard. I think they're going to go to Minnesota. Minnesota's just like they're teetering. They're in the old, what do we call it? Ship the cars mode. Yeah, give me the commies to cover the +1.5.
See, I don't hate that pick, Ray. I would challenge you on there in the ship the cars mode.
Minnesota's defense played great in the first half.
Is Justin Jefferson not in ship the cars mode? You think he's? Tell me he's not.
You might be right. You might win the game. I just wouldn't say last week when they went out to Seattle and the season was done that they were in ship the cars mode.
Right.
But go ahead. It's fine.
I think they're. I didn't say they are. I say they're teetering there.
Okay.
I think they're very close. All right. I'm going to another underdog situation. I'm going to MetLife.
All dogs, huh?
I'm looking at. Listen, I commended the job Mike McDaniel's doing with Miami right now. Like he saved his job basically. He's got them. Listen, if they had won another game somewhere, they'd be right in the wild card discussion, chasing Kansas City and all that. But they're coming to New York. It's the Rich Cimini pointed out, it's the rivalries game, the Gotham City football, all decked out at MetLife Stadium, the big air conditioner.
No, the stadium does suck.
It's not a great stadium. It's not a great stadium. Listen, the weather's not going to be great. Under 40 degrees, not great for Tua, not great for the Dolphins. I think maybe the Jets even get some things done offensively this week. I'm not going to count on that, but maybe they can score an offensive touchdown. And it's not just defense and special teams that does the job. Either way, I think they cover the +2.5. So give me the Jets +2.5 against the Dolphins.
I respect the fact that you went 3 dogs this week. I really do.
You know what? This is me just putting my head through the wall like Cam Scatterboo. That's stubbornness. That's frustration. Call it whatever you want. It's 3 dogs. Let's go.
All right. Where are we going next, Red?
He was headbutting his chair the other day. I saw with his helmet on.
Yeah, there you go. Which there's a lot there. Rick, why don't you go next?
I love the dogs. All right. I feel great. I feel great about these picks. I got to tell you right now. Feel great.
RJ, don't you see 0-3 just running right down the road? I feel so good about it.
I don't know why you need to say like that. I'm going back to a strategy that's worked since I am the only one that's at 500. Okay? And I'm going to start with this game. I'm going to go to a team that was embarrassed. They thought, hey, we'll just roll this football out and we'll take care of Bryce Young in the Carolina Panthers. But that didn't happen. Looked like late they were going to figure it out. Matthew Stafford fumbles, turned the ball over a couple times. Boom, they lose. Huge loss for them. And what happens to good teams with good coaches and a great quarterback? They bounce back. And that's what I expect to happen. So I'm going to take the Los Angeles Rams, and I am going to lay the 8.5 points in Arizona. Okay? That's the first pick.
Okay.
Second pick, this team stinks. I know the game's on the road, but the team that they're playing stinks. I don't care if it's at their place. I don't care where it's at. Kirk Cousins isn't very good. I think this defense is good enough to slow down Bijan Robinson. I don't think Drake London is playing. They just lost to the Jets. Give me maybe the most well-rounded team in the NFL. Give me Seattle -7 in Atlanta. And with my final pick, I'm going to take some inspiration from a little place on Long Island that houses a man that Dave doesn't like very much, and his name is Rob. So I'm going to go to L.A., and I'm going to take those Eagles.
Ugh.
Fly, birds, fly.
How do you even live with yourself?
Call! Give me the Eagles -2.5.
I'm actually disgusted right now.
Shut your
you
face.
really are a repulsive human being.
Call. Eagles -2.5.
That bird is dying.
Yeah.
Rams,
that sounds
Seattle.
Like a sickly bird.
Rams, bird flu. Rams, Seattle, Eagles.
All right.
Oh, boy.
You're the one that's got to put your head on the pillow.
Yeah, I'll put it right on the pillow.
All right.
I'll put it on your pillow. I'll come sleep in your bed.
I'm going to separate.
You know what? Come sleep in my bed, and then I hope you get whatever I have.
What am I supposed to do with that? RJ, please. RJ, save us.
Right all over your pillow.
Save us, please, RJ.
I hope that bird left early. It's going to crash somewhere over like Iowa. Not going to make it to LA. Well, I wanted to be all in on the wagon that you were going to careen your way to 0-3. The best I can do is hope you careen to 2-1.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, baby.
You know what? I'm so sick
he
of
loves
it.
my picks. I know he loves them.
Now what are you going to say? Like Mo, and now you're going to pick the same games?
Go ahead, Rick. Tell me what you want to say, Rick.
I didn't say it.
Come on.
It's just so conveniently that all you guys do is take the same picks. You guys get the same record.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing.
Listen.
Interesting.
Bright minds think alike, and you and I are together on the
Who
Seahawks.
Who are those?
Bad guy.
I'm with you on the Switzer. I thought that was clever. I'm with you on the Seahawks. I think this is a game that this is where they shine. They're on the road. Atlanta, Kirk Cousins. That defense looked good last week. It's tough to know if it was them or Minnesota, but not too much of a tougher task against Kirk Cousins. I will take those Seahawks. And sticking with an NFC West theme, Sean McVay has a ton of success against the Arizona Cardinals in his career as the head coach of the LA Rams, so I will take those Rams to bounce back, as you mentioned.
Yes.
And finally, where we differ, how could I not love Joe Burrow? Getting 5.5.
Yes, he do it.
I don't know if they win. I don't even really care that much. Jamar Chase was asked this week, what's it like to have Burrow back? He called him Captain America. How do you not get behind Captain America getting 5.5 points?
That's nice. All right. Well, that's nice. I'm glad that the two of you guys are teaming up with your picks this week. That's adorable. I'm going against somebody on the show. Raymond is putting his money on the Jets. Okay. I am not. I'm going to take the Dolphins. The Dolphins had their way with the Jets earlier this year. I think the Jets are playing better football, certainly. But the Dolphins are playing, dare I say, pretty good football. And in some bizarre world, they're actually still very much alive for a playoff spot with a somewhat favorable schedule. All they really kind of have to do is win this game. They're only laying 2.5. You talk about the jerseys and the home field. You're probably looking at, at least 30 to 40% of Dolphins fans at MetLife on Sunday. I'll take the
Alumni
Dolphins
Day,
and I'll
though.
lay. What?
It's Alumni Day.
Okay, great. I'll still take the Dolphins and I'll lay the 2.5. And now I'm going up against another one. Not a full-sized one, a little one. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, do it.
I almost just choked to death when you said that.
Sure. You know what? I believe in Joe Burrow. You can believe in Joe Burrow. He's great. That offense is a real problem. That defense is also a real problem in a different way. Buffalo, good win on the road, feeling good about themselves. James Cook, dynamic. They ran the ball for a record in that stadium last week against Pittsburgh. They do more of that. 5.5. Oh, 5.5. I'll lay that. I'd lay more than 5.5, but I'll take it at 5.5. And if you continue to say a man stinks, you got to go against that man.
Oh, he's taking the Packers.
In Green Bay. Opened at 7. I don't like that. At 6.5. Ooh, I like that. 24-17, 27-20. I'll take the Packers, and I'll lay the 6.5. So to recap, and I don't love taking all favorites, but I will. Dolphins minus the 2.5. Bills minus the 5.5. Packers minus the 6.5. Book it. Bank it. 3-0.
Wow. I mean, we have...
Take the money out. Go ahead.
We have some juicy matchups now this weekend.
You're not kidding.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. When's Sunday start?
Sunday. Those are our picks presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a very convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. Let me ask you. I mean, you're a good person to ask because it's your team. Being honest, Jets win this game or no?
Jets win this game?
Yeah. I picked against it. Ray picked for it. What do you think?
No, I know you picked against it. Well, you have a quarterback that hasn't lost to the Jets, but also hasn't won when it's a certain temperature. I mean, we've seen it how many times give with Miami. Something's got to give. Can they slow down? Can they slow down Achane? Because if they can, they can win. But I mean, they didn't slow down Bijan last week, and they still found a way to beat the Falcons.
I mean,
but
listen,
I think that
if Miami
fumbles
punts at their own 3 and turns the football over,
right?
Sure, the Jets.
Our special teams is really good.
Really good.
Really, really good. Our run defense last week wasn't. So, could we win? Yeah, I think we could win.
Well, I know you could win. It's a 2.5-point spread. Who do you think wins that game, me or Ray?
I actually think Ray's going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? No. Why do you say this?
I think the Jets are going to find a way to win.
Well, because he thinks the Jets are going to win.
I think both teams are playing harder than they did, earlier in the year, and the coaches have found something.
All right.
Say what you want about Aaron Glenn. The team is.
Yeah, they
motivated.
fight for him. There's no doubt about that. And you'd have more of that conversation on Monday if they win that game this week.
And that Sunday, game, by the way, we watched it. We watched the game of the Couch Cast. I mean, that was
awful.
It was awful. Tyrod Taylor was playing pretty good football. Mitchell had a was coming off a big game. Yeah, I'll take the Jets.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We will see. Let's break. Come back, and Ray, this is the best thing he does. It's the plays of the week, and it's next right here. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more. All on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Oh, it is Friday. Weekend is upon us. Game time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. Devils hosting the Golden Knights tonight at the Rock, 7 o'clock, and 7:30. Game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. The Knicks welcome the Jazz to Madison Square Garden. Utah, by the way, playing back-to-back nights. They beat the Nets last night. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Ray!
Hi there.
How you doing?
Great.
I'm so ready for you to do Plays of the Week. Are you
Aren't
ready?
Aren't we all ready?
Aren't we all is right. Go ahead.
Raymond, guess what we're going to get into on the other side?
Are the plays.
I want you to guess. And specifically the
Knicks of the week.
That's right. You're good. You win a prize today.
It is time for Place of the Week, powered by ZipRecruiter. And we start on a Monday, as usual. Thanksgiving weekend Monday. There's leftovers.
There's like an apple pie left over. There was pumpkin pie. Name it. That was just sitting there. And I looked at Cass. I was like, we got to throw these away.
That's a big weekend for Dave.
But last night, walk the dogs, halftime in the night game. Look at all this pumpkin pie. Yep. I'm going to have a nice slice, some whipped cream. I do that. You know what? I still have a little room. Let me have a second slice, but that's it. Now I'm done. I had apple pie. I had cheesecake. I had pumpkin pie. I had banana cake. I had, you name it. I had brownies. I had chocolate-covered pretzels. You name it, I had it all weekend long.
And listen, it's probably not related, but you did pay for it because you've had the battle all week.
I'm not feeling well. I'm under the weather, but I'm battling because I'm a trooper.
You are a trooper. Rumor has it Rick versus John became a thing this week.
John is jumping you.
Why would he say?
He said they can't be 0-10 this year. They only have 9 losses total.
They're 10 straight. They've lost 10 straight games. Whenever that started, the stat is they've lost 10 straight when scoring first.
And now they've broken it.
They've broken it.
That's nice.
I like when Rick gets defiant.
Tell John to shut his mouth with all his crazy. Yeah, Ole Miss is going to be in the playoff. Go into your office and take a nap. Sit and listen to your hot takes during breaks.
And Rick versus John is a thing. Dave versus Jordan, that's a full-blown thing.
Let's bring in great friend of the show, great friend of mine off the air, the great Jordan Renan. Hello, Jordan. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on, man? Anything?
Yeah, we got you. I thought you had more to say.
Who's the head coach you want? I want to hear this.
Wow.
You're just going to, right here in front of God and everybody, you're just going to throw this?
That's not a fair question, I don't think.
Come on, man.
You also had a nasty exchange, Rick, with Jordan.
Rick says on the chat with me and Jordan, Jordan, did you come back last night? Jordan replies, I'm driving now. Got back to the hotel 3:30. Rick's response, you driving? Jordan says, what else do you think driving now could possibly mean?
Yeah, Jordan was driving back from the Giants-Patriots Monday Night Football, and Dave is feeling away.
I'm sick and tired of everybody on this team. All of them. Jaxson Dart, Abdul Carter, the coaches, all of them. Everybody. You think I don't hear what you say?
Well, but he brought it up first.
Huh? You little gremlin?
All right, let's change the subject a little bit. Got a little cold this week. A weather update.
RJ, you understand what's this polar vortex? What's this about?
I don't think it's good.
I wasn't looking for analysis like that. Can you tell me something about it?
I think it's something to do with, I don't know, like a low pressure, whatever you want to call it, a cold air movement that like surrounding the tri-state, and there's cold, could snow. It's not good.
Listen.
Either way, it could snow today.
Thanks for the update.
It's cold. It's cold.
You may as well.
It's not good.
You may as well have been talking a foreign language.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's like if he was speaking another language to me. I don't know what that means either.
Oh, Barry Switzer.
He was year 2.
Yeah, he didn't win year 1. It wasn't.
Well, it was year 2.
Wasn't his first year.
Really? That was
yeah.
Stump Rothenberg. Archie decided to mock you there.
Barry Switzer.
Listen, Rick is a man.
He did that.
Rick is a man of certain tastes.
Of course, I love them. But
No,
it's not,
that's not what that quote.
Compared to the other two things on my list, I don't love them as much.
You don't understand how to live in regular society.
No, you don't. John knew what you were talking about.
Oh, John knew. He goes, I knew it.
Of course he did. Controversy.
Well, it's not just me. I mean, it's me and my guy Mike. But
Who is this Mike?
Mike Green.
I don't know Mike Green.
He coaches with me. Son's on my hockey team.
Defenseman.
Mike is a replacement.
This is so obvious. You miss Brian. There was a void left by Brian leaving, and Mike Green is filling the void. Mike is a better Brian. That's what I'm gathering.
I don't want to say that.
And Brian called in, and
Rick, did you even know?
No, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
you didn't even know. I'm hanging out by it.
It's dead.
Your relationship is dead. Then you went conduiting again.
I have to service all my teammates.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well,
you guys are boring.
restless.
Okay, you want me to be honest? You want to get in the den? You're boring.
Boring, and also
He's addicted to the gossip.
He's a Yenta.
Yeah.
The amount of glazing that goes on between you two lately.
What do you
is
mean?
Sickening.
He's talking about Dave and RJ, but Dave and RJ, it's not always sunshine and rainbows.
RJ, I don't want to be there. You can be there rooting for the Jets with the little coffee clutch. I don't want to be involved in that.
Why do you have to call it a little coffee clutch?
That was mean.
RJ, Niners win the Super Bowl. Do you think there's a chance you weep and join us? Joy or whatever the word
Join
is?
us.
Join us. Rick wants me to join forces with him.
Ray, you want to have this kind of me and you? Do you want to do this with me and you?
What, just go to war? How about Rick pretending to ask Hass?
Listen, Tim.
Whoa.
No.
I'm going to ask him a quick selfish question.
RJ,
I'm joking.
I'm done.
I'm joking. I know we have to go to break.
RJ's already yelling at me.
I know. I could tell he was yelling at you.
I mean, you murdered the clock in that segment.
That's why RJ knows that Rick couldn't go to BC. Like he didn't. Like rules do not apply.
You just defined my entire life.
Yeah, your life also includes Rick trying to kill you.
RJ, what's the temperature in here? You know what he says? 63.
I think it was 66,
It's 66.
but it was set to 63. It just can't get down low
I had
enough.
to get it down.
It's down. It's freezing in here.
Right, so now we go up.
You are
His hair started to freeze.
This is extreme temperatures for his little body.
That was mean.
Where is Brian?
It's in the city somewhere.
Somewhere in New York City.
He's across the street.
Yeah. While he was across the street, I was trying to do 3 stars yesterday.
I'm not rooting for the Cowboys.
Disgusting.
Go, Lions, go.
Disgusting.
It's Rule 76.
Did we do 3 stars?
Oh, we forgot about those.
Oh,
yeah.
my
I knew it was
goodness.
something to do.
Yeah, you knew there was something to do. That brings us to Friday. Caller Joe and his posters.
It brings me back to my 12-year-old self where I had one of those posters that had all different shapes and size bosoms. My favorite one was the bodacious.
Great job. Giants were off this week, so we only had Rich for our segment talking Giants and Jets, and then that leaves a lot of time for Around the League.
RJ, you got half an hour to go around the league. You think that'll be enough time?
I think that's enough time.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, we covered a lot of topics at Around the League.
He doesn't tuck it and run the way he was doing. I mean, when he's healthy. So,
have you ever tried to tuck it and run? It's almost impossible.
Oh dear.
You know, as those poor ladies found out yesterday, Rick has no filter.
I'm like a Lucky Strike cigarette.
This I need to hear.
I don't have the necessary filter.
Yeah, HR is going to be calling us soon.
Bills, Bengals.
5.5.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah. Go ahead. What else you got?
He's got it up right now.
No, I always got it up.
Oh, I don't know any other way to end it. Those were the plays of the week powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Well done, Raymond. Very well done. It's Rule 76.
No excuses playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Go Lions, go!
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
Another delivery. Edible arrangement. He's popping fruit bobs into his mouth.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities,